Welcome to the Samwell B12 experience,
where we have you covered for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Blue Jays, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Watching the Samwell B12 experience.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome to game number 2 between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Angels. It was a great night last night as the Jays were able to take game 1 and the Angels looking for that sweet, sweet revenge today. And Triton coming in with the freeze off the bat. Get a little freeze going on. So what's up, AU Triton, my friend? NMC, how's it going? Hayden, what's up? Welcome in. Uma Pirate girl, good to see you. Welcome to the show. We're gonna have some fun today, this afternoon. Everybody coming in, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching on TikTok, what's going on? Welcome in. So we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube today. It's gonna be a good one. Ohtani is set to play. He got kind of pulled out of the game in the 9th inning yesterday, didn't hit. He had some cramping in his legs. He is supposed to be in the game today. Romano on the other side, the Jays closer, who struggled last night in the 9th inning, he was pulled out. They actually just, as in like 2 minutes ago, put him on the 15-day DL. So Romano is out, but Ohtani is in as well. The coach, the bench boss, the head honcho, the Angels manager, Phil Nevin, is facing a 1-game suspension. He will not be with the team today as he attacked the home plate umpire after last night's game. Really upset with some of the calls, kind of lost control. Security and the police had to kind of jump in and separate them. It was a wild, wild scene at the end of that game last night. But it's going to be another good one today. We are going to see the return of Manoah. Manoah, he came back a couple of games ago. He had a good first game, not such a great second game, but where he's looking for redemption. So we got Manoah going for the Blue Jays versus Detmers for the A's. So that's how it's going to be today. Now, we're going to be watching these two very, very closely because The Blue Jays are only 4 games up now on the Angels in that last wild card spot. They're looking to extend that lead so they can make sure they get into the playoffs. As we know, the AL, where Toronto is one of the toughest divisions. And of course, the AL on its own is very, very competitive, very, very difficult. And the Jays really trying to hang on to that wild card spot. This is going to be a key series this weekend because next week, the Baltimore Orioles come to town. They're currently sitting first in the AL East, and that's going to be very, very difficult for the Jays to take down the Orioles because they have been absolutely incredible. Some of the other changes we are seeing and we have seen yesterday, Whit Merrifield took over the leadoff spot from a struggling George Springer, and Merrifield had a great game yesterday. And Merrifield is going to have that leadoff spot for the Jays again today. And it's going to be for the Blue Jays, Merrifield, Bichette, Guerrero, Chapman, Springer, Jansen, who's DHing, Kirk is in at capture, Espanol, and Kiermaier. For the Angels, a very similar lineup to what we saw yesterday. Rengful, Ohtani, Maniac, Ward, Mustakis, Thesis, Renfroe, Escobar, Stefaniak, and that is it. So it is going to be a solid lineup. A big game here. The Angels trying to get some revenge after last night's affair, and hopefully the Jays will not let that come to be, and they will shut them down. So it's going to be a great game. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. We're going to have a lot of fun here this afternoon. First pitch is coming up momentarily. We're going to switch over to our game screen and get set. Get set for that first pitch for this game to get underway. Of course, the Blue Jays doing everything in their power to show that they can hang with the best in the AL. How much did the MLB fine Melvin? I didn't hear a dollar figure of what he got fined. I just heard he got the 1 game suspension. But thank you, Lego Man, for your question. And Lego Man, if you are a Lego fan, come over to the YouTube side and hit subscribe because we're going to be doing a massive Lego build coming up very, very soon. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. All right, players are coming on the field. We're getting ready to get this game started. Now, if you remember yesterday, Ohtani, in his second at-bat, he hit one over the fence. He kicked off this game with a rocket of a shot. And whoops, that's not what we meant to do. Can Ohtani do it again today? Or will the Jays finally have him figured out? But he is awesome. He's sitting at 39 home runs, looking to break 40. And man, what happened when he hit that home run yesterday, when he knocked that one out of the park, Chapman kind of lost his mind. He went up to the coach and really gave it to him and said, "Why would you pitch to him? He's the only one on that roster that can hit." And he apologized after. He just lost his cool, lost his temper. All is well now. But Chapman letting the emotions get the best of him. Iran, welcome in. Sean, good to see you. Welcome in. Mr. Snow, what's up? Welcome in. Ohtani's at 39 home runs, looking for 40. And man, that shot he hit yesterday was absolutely spectacular. He took that first pitch and knocked it out of the park. AU Triton's coming in with a gifted membership right off the bat. Thank you so much, Triton, for the gifted membership in Iran. Congratulations. You are the recipient of the gifted membership. Again, Triton, thank you so much for supporting the channel that way, paying it forward so another one of our very loyal viewers in Iran can enjoy the premiums of being a channel member. Ohtani getting loose on deck. Good to see that he's going to be back in the lineup today. We got a little worried with the cramping he had yesterday. With the bases loaded with 1 out, Ohtani due to come up, and he's pulled and they put in a pinch hitter. That's a perfect scenario for him to hit, and they just didn't give him the chance because of his cramping. Duke, how's it going? Welcome in. Do you think he's going to be there and Judge home run? Ooh, Mr. Snow, that is a very good question. But I think that's going to be a tough one to answer because the problem, and we saw this with a lot of the others in the home run races, they just don't pitch to him. They don't give him the chance. And of course, yesterday he hit that home run because the pitch coming in from Gosman, who just hung out over the plate. Eric, how's it going? Eric's going for the under tonight. Eric, I kind of like that. I think that's a good pick. Suzanne, welcome to the show. You're just in time. First pitch, a little delayed, 3:11. Here's Manoah, the delivery. First pitch in there, doesn't get the call. Well, this is interesting. Already one call. It was a little high, but it was on the top of the strike zone. Didn't get it. Let's see what happens. Pitch number 2. That one is outside the strike zone, and he gets called strike 1. So we're off to a wonderful start here, where we don't even know what's going on with the umpires. Wow. Breaking ball. That one's going to be fouled back. What's going on with our little stats here? Little stats went a little wonky on us. Let's get this reset. There we go. Ohtani coming up on deck. So Rengfo, last 6 games, he's hitting 308. So he has a nice little average over his last 6. But he is hitting 220 on the season. So he is heating up. John V, good afternoon. Welcome in.
Let's go.
Eric coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much. And again, welcome in everybody on TikTok. Appreciate it. Of course, our feed goes down. I'm telling you, it's these new washer and dryer machines. We got these new washer and dryer machines hooked up to the Wi-Fi, and it's killing my signal here. So the count now set at 2-2, foul back. Len, good afternoon. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. And again, welcome in everybody on TikTok. Ohtani on deck. He's getting set. Manoah, in his return to the Blue Jays a couple games ago, put up 8 strikeouts. Will he be able to do that again? And there is strikeout number 1. He rips it down the middle. Rengifo doesn't even take the bat off his shoulders. And a strikeout for Manoah. Number 1. Let's get those K's up there in the chat. Wes McCauley must be a ref in this game. There you go. Hayden, that's awesome. What a strikeout. Now, of course, you are earning points just by hanging out here in the chat today. And if you're wondering what those points are for, well, you can bring up your own graphics on the screen. First pitch by Manoah to Ohtani, a monster swing and a strike. Strike! Ohtani now hitting 301, and he really took a home run cut at that one. Oh, Triton dropping the cheer. That means I got to cheer for the Angels. So let's go, Ohtani. Chris, how's it going? Do you see Matthews on NHL's? Holy, I did not, Chris. That is crazy. 300-yarder, although I'm not surprised. This one in. Ohtani going to hammer that foul just down the third base line. Can't wait to watch the new TMNT movie on Monday. Yeah, I heard it's going to be good. Gotta love me some Ninja Turtles. But with those points, you can check your points at any time by doing !points in the chat. And again, sorry, TikTok, it's only a YouTube thing. So if you come to YouTube, you'll get the points. And then you can redeem your own graphics on the screen. So Ohtani getting himself set. The count is 1-2. Can Manoah strike out Ohtani? Long hold, long wait, a long look. Now he delivers. Foul back. Ooh. Ohtani, I think, got a piece of the catcher as he fouled that one back. Kind of reached back over to Kirk and make sure he was okay. Dallas, how's it going? Good afternoon and welcome in. Ohtani fighting through this with Manoah. Manoah way outside. Hit him on the leg. Hit him on the leg. Of all the players to hit, you don't want to hit arguably the best player in the league today. So Ohtani, he's actually got a little smile, a little smirk as he hobbles down the line. Manoah's got a little smirk as well. So this one, just a slider gets away. And you know what? Watching the replay, I think it technically kind of hit the ground before it hit his leg. But he's doing all right. He waves everybody off. He doesn't need anyone to come and look. Of course, with the cramping and the leg issues Ohtani had yesterday, makes you a little nervous. But there he is, finds his way on first. And Monique comes up in a big cut there. He's going to whiff on 1, strike 1. Real deal. How's it going? Welcome in. Again, thanks everybody for joining us here this afternoon. Pitch coming in. Another big cut and another strike. Mickey Minoak. Big swings. He's got an 18-game hit streak going on. Looking to continue that. Ohtani staying as an angel. The question is for how long? That is the question. Here's the pitch coming in. Down low. Can't get him swinging on that one. But they're saying he went around on it, so they're giving him the strikeout. Oh my gosh. What a crazy call. Minoak, he tried to dance out of the way of this pitch, and in it, he brings the butt of the bat all the way around the plate, so he gets called on a strikeout. So a very unorthodox strikeout there by Manoah. 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Way to go, Alec. That was awesome. Pitch. Going to be in there to Ward now. That one's going to be a ball. Zegras had the longest drive of the NHL, 315. Wow. So I would not have pegged Zegras to have the longest drive. He's not one that looks like he's bulked up, you know? Zegras kind of looks really, really slender, if you will. Pitch coming in. This is going to be fouled back, so it's going to be 1-1. Nice start by Manoah. Of course, this Angel team really looking to get this game back on the Jays. Who else did well, Chris? Who else did well in that driving contest? So Ward getting set. It's a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Manoah delivers, and that one's going to be fouled back again. So 1-2. So Manoah is really moving his velocity around. He's going up in the 90s. He's dropping it down to the 80s. So he is mixing it up quite well, and that's exactly what we need to see from him. He's got good control, good movement, means it's going to be a good outing. Setting it up, delivers. In the dirt down low, doesn't get him to chase. 2-2 now. And this we've seen with the first couple batters. He kind of gets them with 2 strikes, and then he's going down low, trying to get him to chase. Charlie, good afternoon. Welcome in. Kempers and Jack Hughes, guys with hands. Nice. Can smoke. Yeah, Chris, not surprising. Here the pitch coming in down low again. Going to bring it to a full count. 2 outs. 3-2, 2 outs. Jack Hughes is somebody that impressed me. He impressed me so much last year, especially in the playoffs. I'm excited to see how his development is going to continue this year. So Ward getting set. Manoah has him at a full count. 3-2. Ohtani, he's going to be on the move. Long stare down. Now the pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. Wow. Manoah, he hits Ohtani, but he strikes out everybody else. What a start for Manoah. 3 strikeouts on the board. He is dialed in today. Wow. Morgan coming in. A channel anniversary, 15 months. Morgan, thanks so much for all your support. We appreciate that. And thank you, everybody, all of our channel members, for supporting us for as long as you have. It's so hard to believe it's been 15 months already, Morgan. And I hope you're doing well. Jansen, how's it going? Eric, welcome to the show. Manoah's dealing. He looks real good here early. I was a little nervous how he'd be doing against this lineup after not such a great start in his last game, but Manoah's got it going on. Excuse me. Now, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to get into the full action, come on over to YouTube, join the party. There's a link in my profile, or just search Samuel B12, and we're the only one. You will find us there. So a great start here for the Blue Jays for Manoah. Let's actually add his strikeout stats to the ticker down below. Let's track how many he gets today. 3 Ks today. Not Manuel. It would help if we spelled his name right. So Merrifield is the new leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays. He's going to come in and kick things off. He's been on a tear as of late. Merrifield in his last 17 games, he's up to a .413 average, which includes 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. Springer used to be the leadoff hitter for the Blue Jays, and he's been struggling as of late. So here comes Whit Merrifield, who is playing like the player the Jays knew that they acquired. Noah's Ark coming in for 8 months as a membership. Go Jays, go. Thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, Mr. Snow, me as well. Pitch coming in, and that's going to be a first pitch strike. Detmer's coming in, delivering that one big. Merrifield looking to get this game off on the right track. Danny, what's going on? Go Leafs go coming in on TikTok. Second pitch to Merrifield, down low in the dirt. You know, Manoah is such an interesting story. You know, he was so good, and this year just fell from grace so hard, gets designated for assignment, goes down. Merrifield with a big cut on a strike. Manoah works so hard down low, trying to get himself back up here. It was Marcus Stroman on Twitter, or excuse me, now the X, who was coming to the defense saying, we want Manoah back in the majors. He's going to get there. Pitch coming into Merrifield. He reaches and fouls that one back. And Manoah finally gets the call. He comes up, and like I said, that first game return, he pitched one heck of a game, getting 8 strikeouts. It was really special. It was good to see. His second game, again, wasn't great. Merrifield going to hit this one right up the middle. Second baseman coming across, throws it over just in time, and they get him. Merrifield is out. That's going to bring up Bo Bichette. Bichette had an interesting game, shall we say, last night. An interesting game. Had a chance to extend the lead in the 8th, I believe it was, and he just wasn't paying attention on the bases, a passed ball. And Bichette at third had his back turned. Instead of running home, he was walking back to third base. Here's Bichette. He's going to swing at the first pitch he sees, lines it to second base, ripped over in time. Bo is gone. 74-mile-an-hour pitch, and Bo just turned on it and kind of chunked it up to second base. So Bo goes up, Bo goes down, and that's kind of how he started yesterday, his first couple at-bats. He is hitting .317 now. It's going to bring the other Blue Jay who's struggling a little bit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up, hitting .270 on the season through 101 games. Big Vlad, big rip, and that's going to be strike one. If you were living under a rock, Vladdy Guerrero winning the home run derby, the only father-son duo to do that. We got a freeze on the board. There we go, as Vlad takes that one inside. 1-1 the count now. Where's the headband? Got to get that Bo Bichette headband. I tell you what, when Bo starts playing consistently, maybe we'll invest in a Bo Bichette headband. Mr. Inconsistent. He's consistently inconsistent. There he is. Experience your favorite Blue Jay. Oh my gosh, that is such a hard question. Outside to Vlad, 3-1. Triton, are you asking favorite Blue Jay of all time or just on this current team? If we're talking all time, oof. I mean, probably Joe Carter. Joe Carter or Robbie Alomar, one of those two would probably be my all-time. Beverly Wilma in the house. Good afternoon. But I've enjoyed so many Blue Jays over the years. Fred McGriff, John Olerud, Candy Maldonado, Domingo Cedeno. There have been great Jays that I've enjoyed watching. So it's funny you say Josh Donaldson. I am not a Josh Donaldson fan at all. Who do you think the Blue Jays should target at the deadline? Lego, that is a very good question. Here's the 3-2 to Vladdy. He's going to foul that off. I think the Jays need some pitching. I don't know what pitchers are out there. I know Stroman is the big one. He's struggling actually right now. One of the rumors going around is that Stroman, the Cubbies, might send him over to the Orioles. That would be not good for the Blue Jays. I wouldn't mind seeing Stroman come home. Pitch to Vlad. He's going to hit this one back foul again. But on Donaldson, you know, a couple years ago when Donaldson was injured, I went out for breakfast downtown Toronto. We went to breakfast at a breakfast spot. And there's Josh Donaldson. It's the day of the Blue Jays home opener. Donaldson is injured. He's not playing. And he's at this restaurant having breakfast. Another swing and another foul back to Guerrero. So, it's opening day. I kind of, he was sitting at the table right next to me. And I kind of just said to him very quickly, as we were getting ready to leave, hey, so great to see you. I hope you get well soon. I hope you have a great season. Would it be okay if I took a quick picture? Here's the pitch. Vlad's going to hit that to short, scooped up, thrown over to first. And that's going to do it for Vlad and the Blue Jays here in the first. They go down. So for the Angels, coming up, the top of number 2, it's going to be Mustakas, Theus, and Renfroe. And so Josh Donaldson, he wasn't eating anything, right? He was just sipping on some coffee, whatever, having a conversation. And I politely asked him, and he kind of very rudely said, no, no, get lost. So I said, okay, no problem. So we finished our breakfast. We left. We got on our way. And Josh Donaldson had the worst season that year he did as a Blue Jay. And I'm like, that's right. That was because you were rude to a fan on opening day. So I have a big chip on my shoulder for Josh Donaldson. Not a fan. Rude like Patrick Mahomes. There you go. Did you see that clip of Mahomes golfing? And he says, oh, he's not allowed to sign any more autographs. That was hysterical.
Really bad. It's the best coffee I've
ever had. No runs until 9th inning, please, so I can hit my under 9.5. Wow, you want us to go 9 innings with no runs? I hope we get some runs along the way. Let's keep it under 9.5 so Eric can hit his under. But let's get some runs along the way. KXN, welcome back in. Good to see you today. That's called karma. That's exactly what it is, Dallas. Exactly. So if you missed it earlier, Romano, just before the game started, got put on the 15-day DL. If you were watching the game last night, Romano really struggled in the 9th. And, it started in the All-Star game. He really kind of had a little back tweak. And when he came out to play, he did not look well, did not look like himself. And so they've put him on the 15-day injury list to allow him to kind of recoup, because the Jays are going to need him down the stretch. It's going to get real tough. Do you like Batista? I do like Batista. Batista, when he was here in Toronto, man, he was the energy. He was Mr. Blue Jay. I never thought Pat Mahomes is rude. I never seen that video. So I didn't think he was overly rude. It was just kind of funny how he approached not signing the autograph for that fan. Don't forget yes, of course, Carlos Delgado. Can't forget Delgado. Batista is that's a different Batista Triton. Manoah gonna send this one in, hit sharply to Vlad. Vlad is on his tuchus and a wild throw, and he can't get it to Manoah. Vlad kind of tripped up. He was sitting on his backside and ended up lying flat on his back as he tried to toss the ball to Manoah, but he just tossed it way too low, and Vlad slams his glove down on the ground in disgust. So that's going to be an error on Vlad Guerrero. So a real struggle here for Vladdy. First at the plate, now in the field. Just an awkward play handling that hop and a terrible throw for Manoah. Good thing Kirk was backing up Manoah there like a good catcher should and was able to keep that ball close so Mustakas doesn't go to second base. Here's Manoah. Pitch in there. And that one's going to be foul back. That's right. On his tuchus. All right, Duke. Take it easy, my friend. All the best. And we'll see you again real soon. Thank you very much for the follow. Hello, Kim on TikTok. Appreciate it. You can always come on over to YouTube as well. We're live there. On YouTube, you'll get all the graphics, all the effects of what's going on. We need to honor the Blue Jays leader, Cito Gaston. Oh, man, yes. What Cito did with this team was absolutely incredible. I feel like it's been a revolving door in the manager section ever since. Here's Manoah getting set to Thesis. Comes in, swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1-2 now. Gosh, Manoah looks so good. It makes me so happy to see him coming out and setting up the way he is, delivering. He's not throwing as hard as he did in his first outing. He's in the mid to low 90s, where previously he was kind of the 94, 95. Pitch going to be down low. Hops away from Kirk, but he covers up. Going to bring this one back. Count is now equal to 2-2. Ryan, how's it going? Was the game televised last night? No, Ryan, last night it was Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV Plus. So if you had Apple TV Plus, you were able to watch it. If you did not have Apple TV Plus, you were out of luck. Those games between the Mariners and the Blue Jays was awesome. No hate, trash talk. Good. You gotta love the good trash talk. If you can be a good sportsman and you can trash talk in the way that makes it fun and exciting, and this one is driven way down into center field, goes back and Kiermaier makes the catch, and he's going to throw that one in, holding the runner at first. Nice play by Kiermaier. So that's going to be an out on the board. It's going to bring up Renfroe. Renfroe hitting 248 on the year. And we welcome that here in our chat as well. If you are one who loves to talk some trash, we welcome it. You can bring it in, a little family-friendly PG-13 version of trash talking, but it is well allowed. Pitch comes in high and outside. And thank you, Ryan, for the follow. And again, if you are on TikTok, in my profile, come on over to YouTube. There's a link. It'll drive you over so you can get the full experience. Renfroe in his last 3 games is 6 for 11. This one down low, 2-0. Manoah falls behind. You know what, Mr. Snow, you know what, he's throwing a little lighter. He's kind of saving that energy, and he's got a little bit of better movement. 99 inducted Baseball Hall of Fame, Cito G. I met him playing guitar on Queen Street. Wow, Morgan, that's awesome. This one is going to be driven right up the middle. There's a base hit. Renfroe going to advance the runner. So 2 on now for the Angels here in the top of 2. 2 on with 1 out. So that brings up Escobar. He's hitting 247 on the day. Nice pitch down low, and Renfroe just got a piece of it and was able to get enough to get it through the infield. Texas, how's it going? Welcome in. Ever since I watched Super Troopers 2, I wonder if you... Man, so Super Troopers 2 was not as good as Super Troopers 1. But those movies were so funny. I love those guys. Texas, have you watched some of the other movies that those guys have done? Like, was it Club Dread, I think was one of the other ones? Setting up Manoah. Now he's going to deliver. That one's going to be high, but he gets called strike. 0-2. 0-2. Gonna start watching baseball now since puck season is over. Yeah, Rockin', it's gonna be back here before you know it. Trying to get set. Escobar is in. Manoah, long look now. It's funny. He gets ready and he's just staring down these batters, holding, using that pitch clock to his advantage. Thrown in and fouled back. 2 strikes on. I must know, what is your favorite Star Trek movie? You know what, Triton, I'll be honest. I wasn't a big Star Trek fan back in the day. I kind of like the new modern Star Trek movies. Nick, how's it going? Welcome in. This one, skied up by Escobar. Springer is under it. He's waiting, makes the catch. And he's going to throw that one in again, not allowing the runners to advance. So great play by both Springer and Kiermaier in the outfield, collecting those fly balls, not allowing the runners to tag up. So 2 outs now with 2 on. We're going to bring Stefanak. He's coming up. He was out running the bases here. Welcome in, Curtis. Welcome in. Coming in and on the corner gets called strike, so 0-1. Nick, just this game today. We did the game last night. We got the game going today. And there's a probability we'll have game number 3 coming up tomorrow at noon. So game 3, the closing game of the Jays and the Angels tomorrow at noon. This one down in the dirt. Kirk had to get ahead of that. Manoah kind of falling off the mound there, held the ball a little long and threw it right down directly into the dirt. So yeah, Triton, I really like the new modern age Star Trek movies that came out a few years back. But if I had to pick, I mean, I was always the original, right? The originals with Captain Kirk and Spock. Manoah, 1-1, 2 outs. He's going to deliver this one high on the outside corner. 2-1 now. You know, I did meet John Olerud once back in the day, and I went to shake his hand, and his hand from where he would catch the ball, from the glove, the palm, was all bruised. And I always wondered, is that something you see with all first basemen? Do they all have that kind of deep bruise in the palm of their hand? This one going to be fouled back to even the count at 2-2. That's right, Nick, that is correct. We were going almost every day with the NHL playoffs, and we will be back streaming a ton of NHL hockey coming up this fall. Can't wait to get back to it. 2-2, 2 outs. The delivery coming in. This one is kind of fouled back. Springer thought he might have a play on it, but it's going to drift back and over the fence. I love how you said that too, Nick. You're the dude that did the NHL playoffs this year. Absolutely. I haven't done NBA. We did one NBA game, the Raptors versus the Heat kind of play-in game the end of last season. Was our first NBA game. It was okay. It went pretty well. So I would consider doing more, but it really depends on the hockey schedule. We're going to try and squeeze even more hockey games in this year if it's possible. So 3-2, another full count coming up. Manoah against the 9th batter, Stefanak, trying to end this inning. More, Eric says more hockey. Always more hockey. That's right. As you're coming in, if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up, hit that like button. It's free. We're sitting at 34. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes on the board. 3-2, 2 outs. Manoah's ready. He's in the stare down. Checks the runners. Runners are going. And Manoah misses just on the outside, and he's going to walk. The bases loaded.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. Manoah getting himself into some trouble here. A quick little walk up to the mound to settle Manoah down. He's going to go back to the top of the order for Rengfo. He's going to come up. He did strike out in the first. Joker. Eric's not even giving him a chance. He's like, it's the second inning. He's choking already. So they're having a little conversation out on the mound. I think you got to let him go to Rengfo, and they will. They're just settling him down. You got to get through this, though. You don't want to allow Ohtani to come up with runners on base, runners in scoring position, because we know what he can do. I hope the Jays do get in and go far, and we will cover the Blue Jays in their postseason journey. We'll be flipping back and forth between Blue Jays and Maple Leafs, if it comes to that. Here's Manoah. A big batter now, going to go down low, doesn't get him to chase, 1-0. Kirk having to be quite quick, moving around, trying to keep this ball in front of him. A few that have been in the dirt have taken some funny hops, and I think Kirk is doing a great job. So Rengfo, he's in. Manoah's set. He checks the runners. 10 seconds on the clock. Delivers. This one is driven high, way back to center field. And there's that catch by Kiermaier. And that does it. Manoah gets out of the inning. The Angels leave the bases loaded. And we now go to the bottom of the second inning. That's going to bring up the Ice Cream Man, Chapman, Springer, and Danny Jansen for the Blue Jays, as they're going to get their opportunity to move forward and try and get some runs on the board. So far, the only hit belongs to the Angels. They got a couple of walks to boot it and a hit batter. He made it sound like a grand slam. It was close. It took Kiermaier back to the track, but he was able to make that catch. Love to see the Blue Jays get Tim Anderson from the White Sox. Yeah, the White Sox are kind of selling a lot right now. So the White Sox You know, they're selling. They're not in a position, so they want to get some new players coming in. The question, Tim Anderson, though, do you really want to bring in a shortstop? When you look at it, is he better than Bichette? There's a lot of good players out there. It's, you know, the baseball trade deadline is interesting, and it doesn't get the same energy that the NHL trade line gets. And a lot of these moves that come are typically a lot of smaller depth players. You don't see a lot of big players moving around. Some do, but it's more in the rare. Where the NHL, you see a lot of big time players moving. Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, welcome in. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Again, we are almost at 40 likes, so if you're just coming in, make sure to hit that like button. As well, you're earning points just by being here and hanging out. You can check your points at any time by doing ! points in the chat. That will tell you what you have, and then you could redeem points by using any of the commands you'll see the Streamlabs bot put in. You'll be able to see those commands, and you can bring your own graphics up on the screen. You hate Springer. Oh, I don't know. He's been okay. He's on a bit of a cold streak right now, but I think he's okay. Pitch coming in at Chapman. This one is going to be low. 1-1 the count. Chapman, you know, he hit a nice home run yesterday. Really got a piece and drove it out fast. He's one of those players that he can get real hot or real cold. We can move Whit to the outfield because Anderson can play second and third. Okay, that would be interesting. That would be interesting, Lego. Chapman waiting, going to take this one on the corner, called strike, so 2-2 now. Who's winning the AL batting championship? I think Ohtani is well, he's going to take it in home runs. This one's going to be high. You know, the AL is interesting, right? Because the Ohtani factor is so massively large. He's leading in home runs, but he's not up there in hitting percentage, and he's going to walk him. Chapman is going to take his base. Arias is still hanging on to that batting average at 380. And I think unless he has a big fall from grace, is probably going to hang on to it. I don't know if you've watched a lot of Miami baseball this year, but he is so good. So good the way he's been playing. So if Arias can hang on and continue the pace he's on, you know, he's going to capture it. Pitch over to Springer on the corner, gets called strike one. But Ohtani way ahead in home runs with 39. Matt Olson just behind him for the Braves, number 2. Bichette is up there as well with a 317. Springer getting set. Here's Detmer's delivery. Inside, that's going to be a ball, 1-1. You know, so Ohtani also leading in slugging percentage. Arias leading with on-base percentage. Strikeouts, Kevin Gausman currently sitting second in strikeouts. A pitch way outside the strike zone, and that's called a strike. Terrible call by the umpire. And Springer, frustrated, turns and walks away. Wow. Yikes, bad call. Pitch coming in, and Springer's going to be struck out, and he swings the bat around in frustration. So Springer goes down. So the problem when you're missing these calls and you're calling balls strikes and strikes balls, you really don't know what is what. This last pitch was a good pitch. And he goes down, doesn't get the bat off to swing. And Springer goes down. That brings Jansen up. Pitch going to be high to Jansen. Going to take the first pitch in there for ball one. He also had a home run last night. In 66 games so far, Jansen's hitting 232. Springer's mad because they took him at a leadoff spot. You know what? I'm sure as a player, Curtis, you're not wrong. That's got to be really frustrating. Another strike coming in there. So 1-1 now. It's got to be frustrating when you're playing leadoff for as long as you are. And don't forget, earlier this year, Springer came in second place for leadoff or walk-off home runs to open the game. So he's been playing, he hadn't been playing well, and he's kind of fallen off the last little while. Jansen ahead, 2-1, pitch in. That one's going to be in the dirt. Doesn't get too far away, so the pitcher or the runner on first can advance. So the thing I like about Danny Jansen is when you put him into play, he comes to play. Even though he doesn't have a great batting average, he can be very clutch. So he is very timely. Pitch coming in, outside again, gets called strike. 3-2 now. Full count coming up. About Rio making his season debut Tuesday. So, Lego, I'll be honest. I've never been a huge fan of Rio. I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad he's coming back. We could use a healthy pitcher right now with a good arm. And the pitch going to be high, misses, going to walk Jansen. So 2 walks, that's going to put runners on first and second with 1 out. And that's going to bring Captain Kirk up to bat. So I'm glad Ryu's going to be coming back. I don't hold high expectations for him. I just hope he can come in and kind of get the job done. The big issue Toronto has run into with some of their pitchers is not that they've been bad, but we just don't give them a whole lot of run support. And that makes it very difficult for a pitcher to be good. Here's the first pitch to Kirk. That's going to be outside. Luis Roberts, great fit. For which playoffs teams? Mets, Yankees, Reds, Jays, Halos, or someone else? Well, I think the Yankees are going to be real tough to get in there. Kirk getting set. Going to take that one in for a strike. So Roberts, if we take a look at Roberts, again, a center fielder, who needs another center fielder right now? He's averaging 263 at home. Big swing there by Kirk and misses. 15 home runs, 28 RBIs. So, you know, I kind of see him as a bit of a depth player. And I don't think, you know, Toronto would be his desired position. The Yankees, I think, would be looking for a shakeup. The Yankees need to figure out what they're doing wrong and get something going because they've just been really dropping in the standings. Same with the Mets. Mets gotta figure it out. Yankees stuck behind, a couple games behind Boston. They're 3.5 out. Toronto actually, with the win last night, is now tied for Houston. Houston with that loss. So Toronto moving to that second wild card spot. Kirk gonna foul this one back. So Toronto getting themselves, you know, creating that space. They gotta keep winning some ball games. So Kirk is 1-2, 1 out. Here's a pitch coming in up high again. Gonna go 2-2 now. 2-2 with 2 on. You know what? I'd have to check. You're right. Robert might have a no-move clause. But it doesn't mean if they can't find a good position to a team he likes that he'd waive it. Yeah, Mr. Snow, me too. I'm not a big Yankee fan. Here's the 2-2 to Kirk. He's going to hammer this one, puts it in play. Can it drop in? It's a race for it. No, it's going to drop just foul. Just out of the reach of a running first baseman and right fielder, and that one's going to drop foul. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us today. My name is Sam. We appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button as you're coming in, or if you're in here and you haven't clicked it yet, the like button really helps us out and it's free to do. If you're watching along on a television set, thanks for putting us on the big screen. We know sometimes on the TV you're not able to chat or interact, but we'd appreciate it. There it is. Thank you for hitting that like, putting us up to 40. We're on the way to 50 likes. Kirk, 2-2. This one goes down low. Another full count. Another full count to Kirk. 3-2. Will they walk the bases loaded, or can Kirk put this one in play? Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Kirk doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder. And a strikeout there for Detmers' second of the day. How did Kirk not even swing at that one? Curtis, not a fan of the Red Sox. Yeah, the Red Sox and the Yankees, it makes it tough to like them being in the same division as your team. And it's such a bizarre world right now with Tampa Bay and Baltimore being on the top and the Red Sox and the Yankees being on the bottom. So here comes Espinal, who's getting the start today. First pitch, going to drop in at 75 miles an hour. Gets called strike. Mike, you got it correct. I'd love to be able to do that, but due to copyrights, we're not allowed. Espinal, big rip there. Gonna swing right through it. 0-2 the count. 0-2 with 2 outs. Jays have 2 on. Espinal would love to put this one in play. He's only hitting .230 on the year. Doesn't get into a ton of games. He has been a better player at home here at the Rogers Center in Toronto than he has been on the road, if that counts for anything. Juju Beads, what's going on? How much do you rate the Ice Pop Prime out of 10? So funny, I actually put a video up on that on the channel. You can check it out. I actually quite enjoyed it. I would kind of give it an 8 out of 10. But it has to be cold. As it kind of started to get warm, I wasn't as big of a fan. But when it's cold and it's chilled, 8 out of a 10 for sure. And there's a swing, another strikeout. He goes down, and that's going to do it. The Jays leave 2 on. We are going to the top of inning number 3, led off by the one and only Showtime Ohtani. Yes, Daniel, blackouts get you every time. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for the Ice Pop. I quite enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect from it. My only issue with it is the price. Is a little expensive, but I did find it refreshing. Keep thinking the Orioles were right, Curtis. That's what I've been the whole time. I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for the Orioles to drop off, waiting for them to go down, and it's just not happening. You know, it's crazy. And same with Tampa Bay. Waiting for Tampa Bay to kind of start fluttering in the standings, but it's just not happening the way we need it to. If you look at the Blue Jays record, like they have a decent record compared to the rest of the league. Right? When you bring up the entire league standings, the Blue Jays are sitting 4th. 58 wins. 4th in the entire MLB. Or sorry, in the American League. My God. If you factor it in, 58 wins. Actually, yeah, they would be 2nd in the National League. So they're really 5th overall in the entire league. Right? So what a great record they're having. The only problem is in the AL, 2 of the 3 teams ahead of the Blue Jays are in their same division. So that makes it real tough. But the Jays are doing everything they need to do. They're starting to win. They're starting to pick up some W's. They're staying alive and moving into that second wild card spot is going to be good things for them. Oh, Lego, that is a tough question. Who would you trade away? Espinal or Bichette? My gut, right off the hop, in the first pitch to Ohtani, Manoah is going to miss inside. It's going to roll to the backstop. And it looks like they're getting ready to open the dome here at Rogers Center. The flaps are open, which means the roof is going to start to cycle back. Bichette would probably be my gut instinct. Without sitting down and really doing a deep dive into the stats, my gut would say Bichette would be the guy I'd trade. So Ohtani in Thursday on the doubleheader, game 1, he pitched 9-inning, 1-hit shutout with 8 strikeouts. And then in game 2, he had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Absolutely ridiculous. Ohtani, and this one, he's going to drive it in a right. This one, is it going to go past Springer? Springer slides in and picks it up. Ohtani going for 2. Ohtani slides in there with a double. This guy is the real deal. Showtime picks up a double to kick off this inning. Ohtani is the greatest player playing the game today. No doubt about it. This guy should be a $500 million player. He should really be offered 2 contracts, one for his performance in the field, one for his performance as a pitcher. He is dominating both positions. Future Dodger. Daniel's going 800 million. 800 million. My gosh. Crazy. But Ohtani, and he grinces actually. He stands up after sliding in, and he was wincing there pretty good. So hopefully he's all right. Here's Manoah. This one's going to be fouled back. 0-2 to Moniak. So nice little bit of hitting there. As Matt Chapman said the other day when he was yelling at the Blue Jays bench boss, Chapman or Ohtani, the only angel that can hit. Moniak, he's in the hole. 0-2. Manoah delivers. Got him swinging. Beauty. And there's the strikeout. We do have a redeem for strikeout, so you can use your points and bring up your own strikeout graphics. You can check your points at any time by doing exclamation mark points in the chats, because you are earning points just by being here and hanging out. And I don't have enough points to redeem strikeout. Here's Ward. He's going to fly one out to the track. That's going to be caught by Springer, and he bobbles the ball. And Ohtani's going to tag up with 2 outs. Ohtani finds himself on third base. Triton, I saw it. I got you.
Strike 3, you're out.
Ken Griffey or Showtime? Who's your star? Oh, right. Oof. You know what? I still go with Ohtani. And I love Ken Griffey Jr. Love Ken Griffey Jr. But I got to go with Ohtani. I'm just so impressed with him. But both guys, they can hit the long ball, and they both struck out a ton. Pitch coming in. This one is going to be hit right to Manoah. Manoah's going to scoop it, flipping it over to Vladdy, and that's going to be 3 outs. Ohtani touches the bag, but no run counts, as that is out number 3 recorded. As we move now to the bottom of number 3 for the Blue Jays, it is going to be Kiermaier, then back to the top to Merrifield and Bichette. So why isn't our bottom stats here populating? Let's do a quick reload here. There we go. That's a little better. So again, thanks for coming in. Make sure you are hitting that like button. We're on the way to 50 likes, so give that like a thumbs up. Give it a click. We'd appreciate it. And if this is your first time joining us, go ahead and hit that subscribe. We'd love for you to be a continued part of the channel, as we have a pretty good possibility of being live again tomorrow for game number 3 between these Blue Jays and the Angels. We'll have lots more baseball coming up throughout the course of the summer and into the fall. And then, of course, once the fall comes around, hockey will be back, and we will be up and ready to roll for some NHL puck. Iran just ordered some Timmies. Iran, what'd you get? I could totally go for an ice cap right about now. Thank you to those who have come in and subscribed today. We appreciate it. We are on our way to 8,300 subscribers, and you can help get us closer by hitting that subscribe. Ooh, they're showing a trailer for the new Disney Haunted Mansion movie. I am so excited for that. I will have to find some time to go to the theaters and check it out. Haunted Mansion, one of my favorite attractions over in Disney World, so I can't wait to see the movie. Looks real good. So time for the Blue Jays to get back in action here. Let's see what Kiermaier can do. Kiermaier, he is one of my favorites right now on the squad. He's going to fly this one. Little bloop infield fly. That's going to be grabbed by Renhefo. So just as quick as Kiermaier stands up, Kiermaier sits down. Now we go to the top of the lineup, Whit Merrifield. Merrifield bringing his average up to 304. Not a good start for him today. So Merrifield, first pitch, he takes it in for a strike. Come on, Whit. So right now the Jays have left 2 in scoring position. Let's get Merrifield to get it going, and he's going to swing at this pitch, driving it deep to center field, and that's going to be caught with ease by Moniak. So Merrifield lines out. So a quick 2 outs for the Blue Jays. That's going to bring up Bo Bichette. Thank you very much, Sean, for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate it. If you are watching on TikTok and you want to get the full experience with all the graphics and the images, come on over to YouTube. You can search the name right up here somewhere. Samuel B12. We're the only one. Or there's a link in my bio. If you go to the profile page, you can just click the link and come right over. Big cut on the first pitch by Bo, and he swings through it and misses. Now, Bo Bichette always seems to swing at the first pitch he sees every day, and that drives me nuts. Bucks, how's it going? Welcome in. Another swing by Bo. He's going to foul that one back. So Bo very quickly in the hole, 0-2. Dina B coming in. What's up, Dina? Ricardo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it very much. So this is one thing that drives me nuts. The iPads on the benches and in the dugouts. Every time something happens, they jump on the iPads to review it. And that drives me nuts, especially in hockey. You got to stay in the game. Don't dread upon what happened. Talk to your coaches about it and move on. Jay's bringing Tony Fernandez or Carlos Delgado to talk to the team. Oh, man, I would love that. First of all, Tony Fernandez. And here's Bo. A little chopper. That's going to drop in. Bo's going to get himself a hit and extend the inning. So with 2 outs, Bo Bichette gets himself a single, and he's on. That's going to bring up big Vlad Guerrero. Vladdy also struggling. Vladdy needs to get it going. But that's what we need. Somebody like a Tony Fernandez or a Delgado or a Joe Carter to come in and give that motivational speech. Get these guys going. Excuse me. The Jays have a very similar problem right now that the Leafs had. And that's the passion, the heart. We saw last year, these guys were partying in the dugout nonstop. They were up, they were happy, they were having a good time. You don't see that from them that much this year. They look frustrated with each other, arguing with each other. Pitch down low to Vladdy. You know, Vladdy still comes out with the ice buckets, and like last night, they're interviewing Whit Merrifield, and Vladdy comes and dumps the ice bucket on him, and Merrifield shot him such a glare, like, you gotta stop with the bloody ice right now. He was not impressed. Pitch to Vladdy, misses again, 2-0. I guess it won't be Alomar. My favorite Roberto Alomar moment ever is when he did that, what was it, Hawaiian punch, McCain fruit punch? Catch the taste. That was awesome. Love Roberto. Big cut by Guerrero. Misses on that one. 2-1 now. And I mean, it's tough, right? When you're not playing well, when you're struggling, I get it. You don't have the same energy. And that's where your manager has to come in and find a way to motivate you. And I just don't see Schneider doing a good job of that. Pitch gonna miss. 3-1. 3-1 to Vladdy. Come on, Vlad. We're 3 likes away from 50 likes. If you haven't hit that like yet, give it a clickety click, click, click. We would appreciate that. Mr. Warren, only problem is to... That is true. That is true. Big foul tip there. 3-2 now to Vladdy. You know who else gives one heck of a motivational speech? And if you're a Toronto person, you'll know him. Michael Pinball Clemens. Pinball can give a speech like nobody's business. Guerrero's going to sky this one. Will it drop in? Running back to make the catch. And that's it. Vladdy is out. The Blue Jays are out. And we are going on to the 4th inning. Come on, Vladdy. You got to do better than that when you got a man on. The Alomar home run against Eckersley. Oh, my God, yeah. And speaking about Eckersley, talk about a pitcher with an attitude. Man, Dennis Eckersley was something else back in the day. And so that was when baseball was exciting, when you had some of those personalities. Eckersley, Ricky Henderson, you know, John Kruk, Dwayne, what was his name? He pitched for the Blue Jays. Tom Hankey, yeah, was good. Oh, he went from Toronto to the Yankees. He was the pitcher, hardcore heavy metal, tattoos. Why can't I think of his name? I actually met him in Toronto, and he was the nicest guy ever. And I can't think of his name for the life of me. You guys know who I'm talking about. Toronto pitcher who went to New York. Great pitcher. David West. David West? No, I don't think that's who it was. David Wells. David Wells. There it is. Davey Boy coming in. Yeah, David Boy. Probably a typo, but Curtis. David Wells. That's right. David Wells. Like, those personalities. That's what baseball needs. More of that. Hoffman, best closers ever seen. Yeah, Wells was great. Hankey was so good. Hankey was awesome. That Dwayne Ward, Tom Hankey set him up, knock him down. Oh, it was awesome. And some of the pitchers Toronto had back in the day too. Man, we talked like Jimmy Key was awesome. Dave Stieb, of course, spectacular. Juan Guzman would throw more than 9 pitches. Juan Guzman, he was the first player I ever knew of that used a colored glove, that bright blue glove. And of course, you remember Todd Stottlemyre. Todd Stottlemyre back in the day, I'll never forget, he hit somebody and that person just came running and Todd just like 2 punches dropped him. It was crazy. I love seeing players let their personalities out. And we see it a little bit, right? Vladdy and Bichette, they party it up. They have some fun, but it's just kind of lost right now. So Manoah back in here, top of the 4th to face the S's. First pitch going to be fouled back. Thomas, how's it going? Welcome in. Mike Mussina, yeah. Mark Eichhorn pitched lots of innings in relief. Randy Johnson, oh yes, Texas. Randy Johnson was spectacular. Remember when he hit that bird? Threw the pitch and the bird just flew right in the way? Man, that's one of those clips. Crazy. Junior Felix as well. Yeah, I like Junior Felix. He was good to watch, fun to watch. There we are, 50 likes on the board. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you getting us to 50. John Smoltz, Lego Smoltzy was good. Man, the pitching, the Braves, well, I can't speak. The pitching staff the Braves had back then was sick, just ridiculous. And since we're reminiscing, you know, you go back, the World Series, Toronto-Atlanta was so spectacular. Love to see that again, because the Braves, what an outstanding team the Braves have right now. What a great series that would be, Toronto and Atlanta. Manoah kind of slips off the mound, drops that one, misses the strike zone, 1-2. Kind of fixing a little spot on the mound there. Nick, correct. I don't believe he was. The Blue Jays had one of the best utility men of all time back in the day, and Rance Mulliniks. He could play every position when you needed him to. The Jays back then were so much fun to watch. So Manoah getting things set. Maddox, Smoltz, Glavine. Oh gosh, you're gonna make me think of this. But yeah, look at that lineup. Just those few was ridiculous. Fly ball to center field. The shadow's coming in now as the dome is getting open. Kiermaier makes the catch. So it was Smoltz, Maddox, Glavine, Did Avery? No, it's... Let's see here. Yeah, Avery. Mike Stanton. This one going to be fouled back. No play there. So look at this. Like, what a pitching staff the Braves had in 93. Avery, 35 starts, 18 wins. Glavine, 36 starts, 22 wins. Maddox, 36 starts, 20 wins. Smoltz, 35 starts, 15 wins. Crazy. Didn't matter who they were throwing out, you were in trouble. Pitch coming in. This one is going to be skied. Renfroe battling. Manoah is ahead 0-2. 1 out on the board. Strasburg. Terry, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Terry, I wanted to ask you, because I think you told me once before, you're not on any social media, right? This one going to be foul back. But Terry, if you get a chance, shoot me an email. If you have a chance, I'd love to chat with you offline for a moment. Pitch coming in, that's gonna miss down low, 1-2. No, I stay off those things. Probably smart. Sylvia, what's going on? Welcome in. Renfroe setting it up. Here's Manoah, delivers. Oh, get some! I wasn't sure what he was going to call. The ump took his time, but another strikeout for Manoah. Great pitch there. Manoah is up to 5, so we got to update. I've been slacking. 5 Ks here for Manoah. Great pitch, great movement. Here's a pitch. Manoah coming in against Escobar now. Escobar is 0 for 1 today. He had a flyout back in the second. He's hitting 246. Lego likes this umpire today. He's all over the place. And any of those pitches around the border, you don't know if they're a ball or a strike. Swinging through that one. 1-1 now. 2 outs on the board. The dome still continues to open. The Rogers Center, if you haven't actually seen it in action, it is quite fascinating. No worries, Terry. All good, my friend. All good. Here's a pitch coming in. Oh, got him. I can't tell if did it hit his hand and then off his leg, or did it hit the bottom of the bat? Escobar drops down.
The Angels dugout for the trainer to come out. Escobar in some obvious discomfort as Manoah's the first one to check him.
So Escobar goes down hard. Manoah comes right over to make sure Escobar is okay. Here comes the trainer walking out. He's going to help him up. Strike zone expanding like the universe. It's expanding like a hot air balloon. So he's down on all 4s just in front of the plate. So where did this get him? Pitch comes in. Oh, he went off the bat. Ouch. So he swung. It fouled right off the bat to his kneecap. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurts. So Escobar fouls it off his kneecap, which is why it went down. I wasn't sure in fast motion if it caught the bat or if it hit his arm. But it went right off the bat, swinging through off the kneecap. Oof. Robert, how's it going? And to add that if the Yankees drop the next 2 games to the Orioles, they should become sellers, not buyers. Isn't it crazy how fast the Yankees have been dropping, Robert? You know, this is a very important game, and it looks like Escobar is okay. He's going to stay in here. If Toronto can pull out the win today, it means Toronto would win a tiebreak if it came down to it for the wild card. So this is a very important game for Toronto to come through and win. One day I want to go to the Rogers Center. It's a great building. It's an old building, but it's a fun building to watch baseball in. So yeah, as I was saying, if you've never seen it, kind of open, it takes about a good 15-20 minutes. Looks like swing and a miss on that slider. Another strikeout, and that's going to do it for the Angels. It's the mid of the fourth. And 6 strikeouts now for Manoah. Another good showing for him. He is playing quite well today. So Manoah with 6. Still listening from Cuba. I convinced them to put you on in the lobby bar at the resort. Huge group of drunken Canadians here. Brian, thank you so much. What's up, my drunken Canadian friends? Hope you're all having fun down there at the bar. Thanks for watching. If you are watching from the bar, pull out your phone, go to the Samuel B12 experience and hit that subscribe. Thank you, Brian, and thank you, Terry. 5 months as a membership. Hope you have a great summer. We'll see you again soon, Terry. Thank you for everything. Whatever. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. I hope you're having a good time here today. We're having a lot of fun this afternoon. Make sure you do hit that thumbs up, that like button. It's free to do, and it tells YouTube, hey, this is a fun place to hang out. And Terry coming in with the gifted membership on his way out. Terry, thank you so much again. And Leaf, congratulations, scooping up that gifted membership.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you all so much. And again, big thanks to Terry. Thanks to AAU for the gifted membership earlier. We appreciate it. Triton dropping another cheer in. That means I got to cheer for the Angels. Oh, Triton getting me with those cheers. So yeah, the Rogers Center, it's a very, very big concrete blob, if you will. It is nothing like a lot of the new buildings they're building around. And instead of building a new park here, they're renovating it kind of level by level. This past winter, they did the whole outfield. So the outfield is all brand new. Next winter, they're going to do the whole 100 level, the lower level. And the way it opens is absolutely magnificent. It kind of slides around and back. So it's very, very cool. And now they got the sun out. Unfortunately, though, it does create a lot of shadows. Toronto, it was pouring rain here this morning and all night, so it's all dried up now. It's sunny, and it's actually getting really hot and humid. So Chapman's going to come up to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chappie very quickly is in the hole here, 0-2. He's hitting 262 on the year. Chapman is the one who kind of gave a little attitude adjustment to John Schneider after Ohtani's home run yesterday. Pitch coming in. He's going to foul this one back. Detmers is playing well. He's got 3 strikeouts so far, continuing to really change that velocity. 94 miles an hour, down to 72 miles an hour, really moving it around. Terry coming in with the $10 super chat. Hot dog wave money. Have fun. Terry, thank you so much. Hot dog wave money. God, I could totally go for a hot dog. So this one is going to be hit back, way back to center field. Under it, and that's going to be grabbed. Moniak makes the catch. Everyone get the hot dogs in the air. 3, 2, 1. I'll do the hands up because I don't have a hot dog. But if you're on YouTube, click that hot dog emoji. Fill the chat with the hot dogs. Get it going. Hey. Gotta get those stadium dogs. Pitch coming in down low on the corner, misses. 1-0. Again, thank you very much, Terry. Vegan dogs. Yeah, Eric, hey. Vegan dogs, hot dogs, veggie dogs, whatever you eat, throw them up in the chat. Although, I shouldn't talk about food and say throw them up in the chat. Put them up in the chat. There you go. Oh, goodness, Sam. Oh, goodness. Must be Saturday. So Springer comes up now. Another struggling Blue Jay. 1-1. This one down low. 2-1 now. Springer needs to figure it out and get things going. Now, there is my link tree. If you click on that, you'll have access to all of my social media and our merch shop stores, so you can Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, Twitter. You will find us there.
George Springer is alive.
So Springer staying alive, 2-2. Toronto also won the season series versus Houston. Lego, that's a good point. And that's going to be very key because right now they are tied with Houston, and that puts them just ahead. So the Blue Jays got to win those tiebreakers. Big swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Springer as he flips the bat in disgust as he walks away.
Let's go.
Dean's Vlog coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much. Appreciate the subscribe as we are on our way. We're moving towards 8,300 subscribers. So thank you all so much for your continued support and helping us by hitting that like and hitting that subscribe. So Springer, he really's got to figure it out. And just looking at his face as he goes to sit down, he is beyond frustrated with his play at the plate. Pitch coming into Jansen. He's going to foul that one back again. 0-2 real quick. Christina G, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well, Christina. Hope you're having a great summer. Hope everybody's having a good summer. So here's the pitch to Jansen. Down low in the dirt. He kind of had to jump out of the way of that one. So 1-2 the count now. So Jansen, we talked about him earlier. Even though he's only hitting 232, he's the type of guy I don't mind when he comes up to the plate. It's not like a Bichette or an Espinal where I really get nervous and worry. Jansen, he can come through clutch. He doesn't hit a lot, but when he does, he makes it count. Iran is trying to get up at bat. He's taking some swings. The on-deck circle. Pitch coming in. This one is going to be jacked down the line. Foul. Got a good piece of that one. I got to give myself some points. I can't even redeem anything anymore. Here's the pitch. 2-2 to Jansen, down low. So full count. 3-2, 2 outs. There it is. Let's go, Jays. Let's get it going. Here's a pitch coming in. He's going to foul this one back. I love that so much. And this is in any ballpark. When you watch the seats right behind home plate, when the ball is fouled straight back, everybody who's sitting there, they're juking and jiving. You got to love it. The ball's not going to hit you. Pitch coming in. Jansen fouls it back again. Eric. You know, baseball is one of those games. It is long. Even though they put that pitch clock in, it is a long game. And when you're there sitting in the hot sun, you know, eating the hot dogs, the ice cream, all that stuff, it's fun. But like me, I have a hard time sitting there the whole game. And there's another one line down the left field line. But when we do this, hanging out with you guys, chatting, talking, reminiscing about some of the good old days and good old players, I love it. It's so much fun. So 3-2, 2 outs. We know the way this is going to go, and it's not in favor of the Blue Jays. Pitch coming into Jansen. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He goes down. So coming up top of number 5, we're going to get Stefaniak. He's going to be up against Rengfellow and Ohtani, the 3 on deck for the Angels. Now let me take this moment, tell you about some of our partner channels and very good friends of ours, the Florida Park Explorers. If you are a Disney fan, they bring you the magic almost every day. They're either in the Disney parks, over at Universal Studios. They're shopping for you, bringing you the merch, bringing you the treats, anything you need. The Florida Park Explorers. Not only are they streamers, they are also a Disney concierge service. They can get you whatever you need. They are also travel agents. So if you're thinking of going on a cruise or a trip, especially to a Disney park or Universal, reach out to the FloridaParkExplorers.com and tell them Sam says hello and that you want to go on a trip, and they will get you a great, great deal. As well, our good friend and one of our sport partners, Pete McDevitt, over on Pete McDevitt Show. If you like the YouTube play-by-play, Pete does an amazing job with football. He covers a lot of Baltimore Oriole games for baseball, a little bit of hockey, and a lot of Disney talk. Check him out, Pete, over on Pete McDevitt Show. He also has a second sports channel focused on a lot of basketball. He does a lot of kind of minor league and traveling baseball and college basketball. That's Pete McDevitt Show, The Deuce. So check out our good friend Pete. Is that Stanford Joker 125? Well, welcome in. And thanks for being with us today. Of course, the Battle of the Birds, the Orioles versus the Blue Jays, kicks off July 31st, goes through August 3rd, and it's hard to believe we're already talking about August. And it looks like, is that Geddy Lee? Geddy Lee in the crowd? Geddy Lee is a big Blue Jays fan, and Geddy Lee from the band Rush. Slapping the bass. Geddy Lee looks like he's asleep. He's got the hat pulled right down over his eyes. Manoah back out on the mound, first pitch in, and that's in there for a strike. Yeah, that's right, Texas Geddy, and he's looking a little old, but man, Rush is such a good band, such a great band. Of course, if you've seen the movie I Love You Man with Jason Segel and Paul Rudd, aka Ant-Man, there's a Rush plays a big part of that movie. It's such a classic movie, so funny. Hey, if anybody in the chat is working at Netflix, can you bring I Love You Man back to Netflix Canada, please and thank you? Appreciate that. So 0-2, Manoah is ahead. He's pitched 70 pitches so far through 4. Here's 71, and that's going to be popped up. Springer, he's going to wave it off. He's going to call and haul that one in. So Springer gets the out. So as much as Springer has struggled at the plate, he certainly is getting the job done in the outfield. And that's good to see. Blue Thunder coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much. Blue Thunder, have you seen the movie Blue Thunder? Helicopter movie? It was awesome. Back in the 80s. I haven't watched it in many years, so no clue if it holds up today. Wasn't it Blue Thunder? Was it Sylvester Stallone? Sylvester Stallone, he steals a developmental military helicopter. This one is hit fair all the way down the right field line. Renfroe circling first. He's going for 2. Springer picks it up. He's going to throw it in. And Renfroe's in there with a stand-up double. There it is. Yes, of course. Oh, Roy Schneider. That's who it was. Roy Schneider. Yes. There you go. Iran's got it. Roy Schneider. Oh, my God. Yeah, Blue Thunder. Such a good movie. Back in the 80s, I mean, I love Blue Thunder. And then, if you know Blue Thunder, do you remember the TV show Street Hawk? Street Hawk was the motorcycle. It was kind of like the Knight Rider from Motorcycle. Loved Street Hawk as well. So good. There is Judge Dredd as well. Yeah, Judge Dredd was Stallone. That one I know. Yeah, Schneider and Blue Thunder. That was excellent. So here comes showtime. It's Ohtani. And what just happened there? So they're going to intentionally walk Ohtani. Manoah not happy about it. The signal comes out to walk him, and Manoah turns and he goes, "No! Why?" So not happy about that. Ohtani gets the intentional walk. So 2 on with 1 out, and it's going to bring Moniak up. Moniak swings through that one. 1-1 is the count. Blue Jays not making the mistake they made yesterday. Yeah, same Roy Schneider. Blue Jays on the phone. Looks like they're going to get someone starting to warm up. Pitch to Moniak. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice cut there.
Strike 2.
So Moniak, he's been struggling a little bit, especially versus fastballs. Last year, he only hit 184 against fastballs. Manoah wanted Ohtani right. He wanted him big time. Pitch is going to miss, even the count 2-2. He wanted to strike him out. That way he gets on the highlights to strike out the greatest. And I love Manoah. He's wearing a big gold chain, and the bottom, the medallion has finally popped out of his jersey, and it's a big maple leaf. It's a big Canada leaf, which is awesome. Misses outside. Going to bring it to 3-2 with 1 out. So Manoah, got to get him. Looks like Cabrera, the lefty, warming up in the Blue Jays pen, which means Manoah's time could be numbered here. Manoah, the 3-2. He's setting up. Only 1 out. This one is going to miss high, and he's going to walk. The base is loaded. So with the intentional walk to Ohtani, and now the walk coming up here, that's going to set the bases loaded with 1 out, bringing up Ward. Ward does have a strikeout earlier today. John K., what's going on? Balls, that's right. Walk. Boo. Pitch coming into Ward, just misses. That's going to be a ball. All right, we are at 60 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's see if we can get it up to 70. If you haven't hit that like yet, give that like a click for us. On the corner, doesn't get the call. 2-0 now. Lego, right? That's so true. They almost do. Hada, what's going on? Welcome on TikTok. Again, welcome everybody on TikTok. Thanks for watching. If you want to come get the full experience with all the stats and the graphics, come on over to YouTube. You can search my name up here, SamWellB12, or in my profile, there's a link, and he hit him in the head. He hit him in the face. Manoah hit him in the face. The helmet took the brunt of it. The umpire immediately calls for the trainer. He's cut and bleeding. His face is bleeding. Manoah, the hands up over the head. He is not happy. He is upset. Patricia, how's it going? Thank you for hitting that like. Ohtani, he's looking concerned, the hands on the head. The towel immediately goes on the face. I couldn't tell if the blood was coming from the bridge of the nose or if it was coming from over the eye. But the helmet definitely took the brunt of that ball, but it did deflect into his face. Oy, oy, oy. You never want to see somebody get hit in the face. Yikes. Terry, that's right. You come in just in time. You know, the way these guys pitch, they throw so fast. And even when they're throwing on the slow side, still at 80 miles an hour, that ball hits you in the face. It's tough to react, and you're going to feel it. My gosh. That's right, Aiden. So it is silent there. A lot of the Angels players coming up to make sure he's okay. He's still kind of down on all fours. Cameras are trying to pan through the crowd of people at the plate to see how he's doing. They got 2 trainers down kneeling with him, making sure he's okay. No balls. We never want to wish somebody to get injured. Never want to wish anybody to get hurt.
The Blue Jays is from the Angels. You know, everybody plays the game knowing that.
So it is a risk, right? You know, when you play this game, when you play any sport, there's always a chance of risk of serious injury. We see that in hockey all the time. People getting cut with a skate. You know, we've had careers ended very shortly because of injuries like this. Thank you, Blue Thunder, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. But it is a scary moment. He's still down. Again, thank you, everybody, for the subscribes. We are about 6 or 5 subscribers away from 8250. So if you haven't subscribed yet, help us get to 8250 by hitting that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely don't like injuries. Jason, how's it going? Manoah is brutal, can't handle the pressure. He's been okay up until this inning. He's actually been pitching quite well today. So they got, I think, 3 trainers now holding on his face while holding the towel on his face. They're not holding his face on. So definitely accidents happen. Listen, Manoah definitely did not do that intentionally. Definitely did not throw at him intentionally. The ball got up and away.
Just signaled for more medical attention.
So they're signaling for more medical attention to come out. The Blue Jays medical staff is coming out now. So they got all the Angels medical staff and the Blue Jay staff, and now here comes the golf cart. Well, I guess it's not really a golf cart. The medical cart coming out. Yeah. Circus, you can just order 66 that. That's no problem. This is crazy. Yeah, listen, Manoah, he's getting back into it. No, he's getting back into it. And he's been playing well. But, ooh, look, his left eye is completely swollen shut. Now, I say swollen shut because I don't know if he's just closing his eye, but there's some significant swelling there. Some significant swelling. And no problem. Listen, we appreciate having everybody in the chat. We appreciate your opinions and thoughts. We just ask that you keep it to the PG-13 family friendly, because we do have a lot of younger viewers that watch the show. Back in the 80s, the idea of sacrificing privacy for security. Blue Thunder movie was ahead of its time. You're so true. Very, very true. So they got Ward up on the cart. An applause from the crowd comes through. They're going to help him kind of off. Manoah is almost in tears, the look on his face. So this looks like a two-seam fastball that just got up and hooked right in. He did try to get out of the way. It caught, it looked like the ear guard. It caught a piece of the ear guard and in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They showed a slow-mo of the ball hitting him. Can you rewind and capture that for me, please? I'm gonna catch. Good catch. So we're gonna try and capture that as a short so we can put it up. But yikes, that is a very, very serious. Just those two last replays. Oh my gosh. So he's gonna be carted off. The staff are gonna go out with him. Wow, very scary moment here. Hopefully Taylor is okay. If we do get any updates during the game, we will bring those to you. Up and down. So Schneider's going to come out to talk to Manoah. Manoah's done. They're going to take the ball from him. So Manoah leaves after 4.1 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. And we, after all that, you know, we failed to mention the Angels do get a run on the board because the bases were loaded. So the bases were loaded and the hit batter comes in. So that is going to walk in or bring in a run. So the Angels kind of lost in that whole situation. The Angels do go up by a score of 1-0. So tough way to score a run to get across. That's taken one for the team. That's taken one for the team. But all joking aside, we hope Ward is okay. Velasquez is going to come in relief of Ward. And again, we hope Ward is okay. There was some significant swelling immediately that we saw to the eye. And watching that slow-mo replay, it was a pretty serious blow to the face he took. Diego, can the Jays still win? Absolutely they can. We saw in the game yesterday, there were a lot of solo shots, a lot of home runs. It's only 1 run. However, the Angels still currently have the bases loaded. So the bases are loaded, only 1 out on the board. Lucky for that flat on the helmet, or it could have been worse. Curtis, absolutely. If there was no flap there, no protection, no ear side protection, even the brim, you know, the big brim coming across, that could have been a whole lot worse. So hopefully he's okay. Like I said, if we get any updates throughout the afternoon, we will let you know. Manoah just looks completely devastated. Completely devastated. He's showing serious concern for Taylor. He wants to make sure he's okay. And John, so Manoah threw a two-seam fastball that just cut right in. and it got Taylor up in the face, or Ward got Ward up in the face, and he went down hard, and he's pretty injured. So we're gonna see and relay any messages across. Genesis Cabrera, he is going to be coming in to pitch in relief. He's got a 4.63 ERA. So he's going to throw some warm-up pitches before they get back in here. And wow, what a turn of events. Kind of the halfway point of this game as we are here in the top of the 5th inning. So a couple changes here, a little pitching change, and Valquez coming in. First pitch, swing and a miss. So Mustakas comes in with a big swing and a big miss. Swag, what's going on? Welcome in. Feel bad for Manoah. Must be tough knowing. Yeah, it's got to feel bad. It's got to be real tough to take that. This one is going to be fouled back, so very quick for the Angels here. 0-2 is the count to Mike Moustakas. Now, his career with the bases loaded, he's hitting .286, and he's got 2 grand slams. So grand slam probably not within his ability right now. He's just looking to make contact. The base hit probably scores 2. So the 0-2, here's the pitch coming in. Up high, but he swings through. And nice, gets the strikeout. So a nice stead of pitching here for Cabrera as he gets Moustakas swinging through it. So still some trouble here with bases loaded, but now it's 2 outs. So a strikeout, a fly out, or a force play anywhere will end the innings. So the Blue Jays, Cabrera able to come in, keep cool under pressure. Next pitch here to I can never pronounce his name correctly. Matt Thaiss. He's 0 for 2 today with a couple flyouts, hitting .239. Hockey from home, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in everybody that's just joined us. Thanks for coming in. If you are just tuning in, the Angels are up 1-0 after a scary moment as Manoah kind of hit Ward in the face with a pitch with the bases loaded. And they had to bring in the training staff from both teams, the Angels and the Blue Jays, to help him out. There was some significant swelling and some bleeding. They did put him up on a cart and took him away. But lost in all of that was the fact that a run had scored. And now we get back into it. Definitely is a scary moment, and hopefully the players are able to, put it in the back of their heads and continue to play. Another pitch up and in. So 2-1 to Thaiss. Wonder if the Blue Jays will strand the bases loaded again. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice, Lego? Be great to see. Now, if you're watching on TikTok, thank you so much for joining. You can tap that screen to help us with some likes and make sure to follow. But also, come on over to YouTube. There's a link in my profile page, or just search SamwellB12, the name up here on YouTube, and you'll find us. Come join us. Now, everybody that's just come in and is watching along on YouTube, you're earning points just from being here. And you can check your points at any time by doing !points in the chat. So trying to get set. Here's a pitch coming in. Big swing, 3-2. Full count now. Full count on the board. We're 5 subscribers away from 8250. So if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, kindly hit that subscribe. And thank you for being here. Cabrera versus Thaiss. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. He's sitting, he's delivering, and it's a fly ball. He's skied it. This should be an easy catch. And that's going to do it. The Jays get the Angels out of it, and they leave the bases loaded again. So after a scary half inning, we're going to have Kirk, Espinal, and Kiermaier coming up. But ladies and gentlemen, as we're halfway through the 5th, it's time for me to play for you our fall preview video. We'll be right back. Coming this fall, the quest for the Holy Grail starts over again. It's time to see legends find their way through. Get back at it. To find the greats get back on the right path. to win their first cup. The core four to bring the passion back to a city that hasn't had it for some time. Or watch the great eight chase the great one. Who will be the next young gun to chase Calder glory? And don't miss out on these amazing moments. Panthers 2 to Verhaeghe, shoot that! Verhaeghe scores! Oh my God! Florida has done the unthinkable. Ice. Tavares cycling. Send it for the swim! Phillies win! Holy mackerel! Swim! That was my play! The Leafs win! Oh, yeah! 19 years up your pie hole! There it goes!
You're watching Sam Welby Experience.
You're watching the Sam Welby 12 Experience. Subscribe today! There's our fall preview show. We are excited for hockey to be coming back. And we're going to have tons of it to bring your way. So it's going to be great. That's right, Terry. That moment, such a natural moment to come through. It was an absolute blast. And we can't wait to experience a lot more of those moments with all of you and bring you all the action and just have a lot of fun. All right, Kirk is up now for the Jays. And first pitch, he's going to rip that one into left field. Nice piece of hitting there for Kirk. And that is exactly what he needed to do. So Kirk opens it up with a base hit. Jays get one on. So that's going to bring up Espinal. Way to go, Captain Kirk. That's exactly what we needed to do. Get some runners on base. Get through the bottom of the lineup here. So Velasquez is going to remain in the game in the field. Renfroe, he's going to move over to left. Espinal takes the first pitch high. That's going to be ball one. We're here in the bottom of the fifth now. Espinal is 0 for 1. He had a strikeout in the second. Excuse me. Pitch down low. Calls it strike. Oh my God. It was barely above the dirt. Terrible call by the official. Instead of it being 2-0 right now, it's 1-1. I just put the Jays vs. Angels on search and found this channel thanks to the broadcast. Oh, Blue Thunder, thank you for finding us. And thanks for coming and hanging out and subscribing. Really appreciate it. That's how we do it. When people like you find us and stick around and have some fun and subscribe, it helps the channel grow. So thanks for being part of our community. And thanks for everybody else that's come in and subscribed along the way. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Pitch up high, and that's going to bring it to 3-1 now. 3-1 for Espinal. He's got a good eye. Balls, I agree. Lopez, Ronaldo Lopez, the righty, warming up for the Halos. Trying to get things set. Darth Vader, I like the game, but I hate the weather. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. Talking about hockey, of course. So much fun, but God, the snow can get annoying at times. Prep, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see ya. Let's go, Jays. You know what? It's that time. We haven't done it for a while. Put in the chat who you're cheering for. Let's go, Jays. Let's go, Halos. Who are you cheering for? Let's see which fans can take over the chat. And this one is driven deep. Wow, he got all of it. Espinal. Espinal over the fence for a home run. The Blue Jays, with a 2-run shot just like that, takes the lead. Wow. His second homer of the season, the person I least expected to put it over the fence. And Espinal drives it out of here. 2-1 Blue Jays. Holy cow. That is the surprise of the afternoon. Wow. There it is. Jays, Jays. I'm not a Jays fan, but I really like the team. They have some great young players. They got it going. Let's go, Jays. Wow, what a shot. That was awesome. I love that. Love that graphic. Love that home run graphic. Kiermaier coming up now. Kiermaier's 1-1. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a pop out in the third. But what a great shot for the Jays to take the lead. Kiermaier's going to hammer this one up the middle. Scooped up, cut off, over to first in time. Nice play there. 2 mangoes. That's right. Let's go. What a shot. That was such a blast. And it means I forget who it was that asked the question. Lego, I think it was you that asked the question earlier about Bichette or Espinal. And I said Bichette would be the guy I traded. Boy, I did not expect Espinal to prove me right today. It's hot dog wave time. Get those hot dogs in the chat. So Merrifield is up now. He's also been struggling today. He's 0 for 2. The ground out and the line out. His average is still over 300 though. What a breaking ball there. Nice curve, but it misses. Count goes to 1-1. Jay's doing the job. That's right. They find a way. Excellent set of hitting there. Pitch coming in, and Merrifield is going to foul this one back. Hot dogs and KDO prep. Nice. Can never go wrong with either. Love the KD. So Espinal with a huge smile on his face after hitting that dinger. Merrifield swinging at a pitch that was not even close. So he's going to take a little walk, get things set back up. All right, we're at 70 likes. Let's see, can we creep up to 80 likes now? If you're just coming in and haven't hit that like, give that click a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. And thanks, everybody, for watching today. Merrifield is going to foul this one back yet again. So Jay Jackson, the righty, he's up. He's getting set. So Merrifield, he's 1-2 with 1 out. Trying to get on base. Pitch coming in. He's going to hit that right to third base. Picked up. Thrown over to first. Does he get him just in time? And that one is done. Merrifield, sit down. So that's going to bring Bo Bichette. Bichette, even though he's been struggling, was able to get a hit earlier today. So the Angels at this point, looks like they're going to come out and make a pitching change here. So pitching change coming up for the Angels. So that's going to take a quick break. Dodgers versus the Reds, the question was asked. That's an interesting. 2 great teams going head to head here. Ooh, let's go. Man, let's go Dodgers. I mean, these are 2 spectacular teams. I think the pitching goes to the Dodgers, but just barely in this matchup between Sheehan and Weaver. So I go Dodgers. But it's almost too close to call. So great set here. Hayden wants hockey. Hayden's getting set. He's shining that cup up. Getting ready for hockey to get going. Of course, we will have hockey coming in just a few short weeks. Of course, the rookie tournaments are going to get going. We have Wednesday nights. We have our hockey NHL Wednesday night wraparound talk show where you can come in and actually come live on stream with me and talk some hockey. So if you're a hockey fan, make sure to come out Wednesday nights and listen to our hockey shows. We talk news, we talk rumors, and we invite you to join us live on stream to share your opinions because we just want to talk hockey. Of course, the rookie tournament's coming up. That's going to be, I think, in September, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, October is when all the magic happens. Maybe it's going to even be the end of August. I got to check when those rookie tournaments start. Because camps, I think, open in September. The NHL kicks off October 10th and 11th. And you know we will have full coverage. So we are getting set The pitching change is complete. It's Ronaldo Lopez who's coming in to relief Dimmers, and Dimmers was not overly pleased being taken out at this point in time. Casey, how's it going? I got to meet Cecil Fielder. Got his autograph within a week of Steve Yzerman at the same Little Caesars. Casey, that is amazing. Two of the all-time greats. Cecil Fielder and Stevie Y at Little Caesars of all places. Very cool. Never met Fielder. Never met Yzerman, actually. I did see Yzerman somewhere, but didn't have a chance to meet him. So Bo Bichette is going to come up here in the bottom of the 5th inning where the Jays hit a 2-run home run. And they are looking to add some more. But there's 2 outs on the board. So Bichette, he's stepping up, getting ready. Ooh, thoughts live on TikTok or YouTube. So Lego, we're on both. We are both. Most of our live streams do go up on YouTube. We will from time to time do it on TikTok as well. But if you want all the action, if you want everything, especially the Wednesday night talk show, YouTube is where you'll find it. What NHL arena do you think is the best in the NHL? Ooh, let me think about that. Gonna hammer this one. Bichette down into left, way down in the corner. He circles first. He's going for 2. Does he have a chance at 3? No, he kind of goes back. He thought about it, but he's gonna backtrack. So a stand-up double for Bo Bichette. Nicely done there. One more question last. Phillies or Pirates? Phillies or Pirates? Oh, you're making me think. Don't pick a parlay on my predictions. I don't want to be responsible. Phillies or Pirates? Let me see who's pitching. Not making it easy for me. Let's go Phillies. Let's go Phillies. That's my pick. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero with a runner on second. Vladdy's going to take it inside. With 2 outs, it's 1-0. What NHL arena do you think is the nicest? So I haven't had a chance to actually visit a lot of arenas myself. And of course, from watching on TV, a lot of them, they all look the same. Vladdy going to hammer this one right up to the pitcher. That's going to be tossed over to first, and that's going to do it for the Blue Jays. Vladdy, not a good outing, but it doesn't matter. With a 2-run shot, the Jays take the lead 2-1. Chris is also going with the Phillies. Good pick there. I got those in my parlay already. Just wanted to ask. So I gotcha. Gotcha, Diego. Cecil Fielder hit a home run right out of old Tiger Stadium. This is crazy. But Lego, I will say, I've been to, the stadium in Florida, the Panther Arena, and I love it. It's a fabulous stadium. I really did a nice job with it. And that's not one of the newer ones. If you would have asked me several years ago when the old stadiums, the old Chicago Arena, the old Maple Leaf Gardens, I mean, those were my favorite arenas. I love those old buildings. They just had so much personality. The new buildings are all so cookie cutter. Vlad stinks. See, Vlad is not having a good game, that's for sure. PNC Park in Pittsburgh is great. With baseball stadiums, a lot of the new ones, they are absolutely magnificent. The architecture and the features they're putting in are just spectacular. So I think whoever's been coming up with these designs for the baseball stadiums have done just a really, really nice job. Baseball is a tough sport. When you have these long series, it's even like hockey or basketball when it gets to the playoffs, right? When you have these 3-4 game series, it's so tough because any day it can go either way. So we're on our way on the downside, the back end of this game, top of the 6th inning. We got Renfroe, Escobar, and Stefanik coming up. 4 hits apiece here in this game. So Manoah's line, he goes 4.1 innings pitched with 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So real nice set of pitching by Manoah early on. Of course, Manoah had that unfortunate incident where he got up in Ward's face with the ball. It's going to find Jay Jackson coming in now. Jackson replacing Cabrera. He's in to go against Renfroe. Now, the problem Toronto has had, and here's a pitch coming in, first pitch strike. Toronto's relievers have not been great. And so whenever we get to this part of the ball game and Toronto is bringing in their relievers, it makes me very nervous, especially in a one-run game. Made me nervous when they were in a 3-run game yesterday. Pitch coming in down low. It's going to hop away from Kirk. So they're going to reset, get this one back up and running. Again, thank you, everybody. If you're just coming in, welcome. My name is Sam. Thank you for joining us here today. We'll be live, or we should be live, tomorrow at noon for Game 3 of this 3-game series. Pitch outside, misses 2-1. Sam, can I mod at the beach? Of course you can mod at the beach. Just watch the sand there, Dallas. Beach modding is perfectly acceptable. Pitch coming in, swing and a miss there, evens the count up at 2-2. So the Blue Jays, they're doing what they need to do. Again, this is a big game for them because a win today gives them the tiebreak against the Angels. They already have the tiebreak against Houston, so a tiebreak against the Angels would be great. Puts them in a nice position should they end up tying somebody in the wild card. This one is going to be driven down into right field. It's going to drop in off the wall. Springer's got to go get it. He's going to turn and throw it. It's a hustle. It's going to be close at second. No, it's not. Stand-up double there for Renfroe. So Jackson just held one out, and Renfroe picks up his 25th double of the season. I will not be watching boxing a little bit later, Diego. I actually have a bunch of stuff that I was supposed to do this morning, but I kind of had a little lazy morning, so gonna have to get a bunch of stuff done this afternoon. Alex, how's it going? Welcome in. Triton, you can mod from the moon, absolutely. Just make sure your connection is okay. Prep, that is so funny. Oh, Prep, that's awesome. Here's Escobar coming up. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Make that 1-1. Evened it up. Nice pitch there by by Jackson. My gosh. So nice little set. Angels in this series with runners in scoring position are 0 for 14. So the Jays have done a good job. That's going to be fouled off his ankle. 1-2 now the count. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. So funny. So if the Jays can figure out a couple of their points that are struggling with Guerrero, Springer, it would really turn things around. Pitch coming in, swing and a miss. He got him. Nice set of pitch in there.
Strike 2.
Whoops.
Strike 3, you're out.
Nice pitch there. Let's throw those K's up. Going for the sweep. The sweep would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Great set of pitching. Needed that one. So 1 out on the board with a runner on second.
Strike 3, you're out.
That brings up Stefanik. Stefanik takes that inside. Stefanik is 0 for 1 today. He did have a walk in the second inning. He's set. Long look at second base. Now the pitch. Ooh. Up high. Almost got him. So the Jays going real high and tight inside. It almost looked like Jackson was overthrowing that one, holding on to it a real long time, just trying to overpower it. He's going to throw again. This time he goes away, down and away. I got to tell you, Jackson's making me really nervous right now. Really nervous the way he's throwing. Trying to set it up, taking a long look at the runner again on second. Now he's going to deliver. Gets it in there, called strike. Holy moly. So trying to get it set up, checking the runner again. Here's Jackson. The delivery. This one is skied. Hit way up. Kiermaier. He's kind of going back. He's going to pick it up. Here's the tag. Is there going to be a play at third? No, there is not. Throw does not come in time. So, moves the runner to third. We got 2 outs. The Jays looking to close out this inning. Balls, simply by being here, hanging out in the chat and typing away, you are getting points. You can check them at any time by doing ! points in the chat. Now, channel members have access to some of our games where they can gamble their points to earn points at a faster pace. So Ohtani is on deck as we go back to the top of the order for Rengfo. Foul ball. It's going to be 0-1. Trevor Richards looks like he's about to start throwing. He's standing up in the pen right now, having some conversation. I think we need a veteran player and a veteran reliever to boost our team. Definitely, Lego. I don't disagree with you. Pitch coming in. This one is going to be fouled back again. 0-2. 0-2 the count to Rengfro. He's trying to fight through this and get on base, trying to set things up. The runner, though, on third base, so a single scores a run and would tie this game. Jays 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Espinal, with that 2-run homer, put the Jays ahead. Jackson getting set. It's an 0-2 count. Deep breath. Now here's the pitch. Oh, my gosh. Got him up high. Almost hit him again. Renifo had to spin away from that one. Jackson, he's going real high and tight towards these batters. Brushing them back. Wow. Unbelievable. Here's a pitch coming in. Down low in the dirt. You know what, Terry, you are so good at helping everybody out in the chat, and you're so amazing for this channel. I know if I'm going to do this, and if you disagree with me, let me know. But there you go, Terry. Terry, you now are officially part of our Mod Squad crew. No action required, but I'd like to honor you since you are so kind to everybody here in the chat and so amazing to the channel. We'd like to honor you with mod status, if that's okay with you. Ohtani home run coming up, JJ says. And here we go. He loses them. So we got runners on the corners with Ohtani coming up. John Schneider's going to come out. Schneider's going to come out and have some words. And it looks like, could we get a pitching change here? So yes, Trevor Richards didn't have a long warm-up, but Trevor Richards is going to come in to face Shohei Ohtani with 2 on. This could be interesting. This could be very, very interesting. My pleasure, Terry. You do so much for us. It's the least I could do. And of course, no obligations. Wow, I forgot WWE SummerSlam coming up August 5th. Can't wait for that. Terry Secret Control. Nice prep. With Matt Murray on long-term IR, gets full salary and come back and play a year or two. Yeah, so on long-term IR, he can't do anything for this year, but he could absolutely come back next year. And the funny thing, Curtis, with Murray going on long-term IR, is the Ottawa Senators still have to pay part of his salary. If you remember, when he left Ottawa, the Senators are still paying, what is it, $2.5 million? And so the Sens, even though Toronto has that 2.5 come off their books, Ottawa still has that as dead cap space. The only way that $2.5 million comes off of Ottawa's books is if he was to retire, or I forget the other one. Maybe it was only retire. But Ottawa is the only team in the league still paying for, or having Matt Murray's money count against their cap. It's pretty funny. So Ohtani is leading total base leaders since 2021. Ohtani is first, Guerrero is third, Bichette is fifth, with Freddie Freeman on LA in second, and Austin Riley from the Braves in fourth. So it's going to be an interesting matchup right now. Ohtani coming in against Trevor Richards with 2 on and 2 outs. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and look at this. The Blue Jays say, we're not going to take any of you, Mr. Showtime. It's another intentional walk. The Blue Jays intentionally walk Ohtani for the second time today, and that's going to load the bases with 2 outs. John, I'm with you. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Unbelievable. Here's a pitch coming in. Swing through that one. Manek in the hole, 0-1. Nice pitch by Trevor Richards. Richie comes in with a 3.12 ERA. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ohtani's second intentional walk. Manek rips through another one. Strike 2. He swung so hard his helmet popped off. Manek looks very, very similar to Kelly Gruber back in the day. That's who he reminds me of. Kelly Gruber did have better hair. You know, it's funny. Yesterday, they didn't walk Ohtani once, and it was after that home run when Chapman gave Schneider grief, said, why the expletive did you pitch to him? He's the only guy that can hit. And here, John Schneider elects to walk him intentionally twice. Oh, prep. Getting in, we got the redeem shimmy. A redeem command for the host. That means I got a shimmy, and I hope you're all shimmying along with me at home. So redeem shimmy means we got a shimmy. There we go. 2 and 2, 2 outs, and that one's going to be foul back. Again, if you're watching on TikTok, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. If you want to see the full experience with all the graphics and the screens, come on over to YouTube. You can search my name up here, SamwellB12, or click on my profile, and there's a link to my link tree, which has the YouTube link. So you can come right on over. Bases loaded. 2 and 2 the count. 2 outs on the board. Pitch down low. 3 and 2. So another full count with the bases loaded. 2 outs. My goodness. That's right.
Let's go.
Keep me fit and healthy. Telegram, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it very much. Full count. Trying to set it up. Here's the pitch. On the corner, got him.
Strike 3, you're out.
Nice pitch. Richards comes in, strikes him out. The walk was needed. Oh, and we got a freeze, a shimmy freeze. So Triton with the freeze. All the host commands coming in. Unbelievable. Nice set of pitching by Richards. That's going to get the Blue Jays out of it. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Chapman, Springer, and Danny Jansen coming up. Chapman is the guy who got mouthy with the manager, and it looks like it paid off as Schneider made a couple of those calls today. So nice playing by these Blue Jays. Again, if you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. We're halfway to 75. No, we're halfway through the 70s at about 75 likes, on our way to 80 likes. So hit that thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. The likes help us. And of course, if you're brand new, hit that subscribe, as we are on our way to, oh, look at that. I just refreshed my numbers. We are at 8250. So thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. We're now on our way to 8,300 subscribers. So hit that subscribe, join the party. Let's have some fun. We're going to be back here tomorrow, I believe, at noontime for game 3 of this series. Our next live stream after that will be Wednesday for NHL Wednesday night wraparound, where we go around the league talking all things hockey, and we invite you, the viewers, to come live on stream, whether it's with video or just with audio, and tell us your opinions on your favorite players, teams, or what you think is going to happen. As we are in the dog days of summer, about to move into August, the races in baseball are getting close, the rosters in hockey are getting set. Lots going on in the world of sports. Of course, the Canadian women's soccer team in the World Cup qualifying doing a great job. They have a game coming up. They need a win or a draw to advance to the knockout round. All right, so it is 2-1, time to get it going. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here is Matt Chapman. Chappie. Here's the pitch, first in. Big swing there by Chapman. He's going to swing right through it.
Oh, yeah.
Alex dropping the cheer. That means I got to cheer for the Angels. Cheering for the opposite team. Come on, Angels. Lopez up high to Chapman, 97 miles an hour. The one thing I will say, I'm really happy we haven't seen Diego, no kidding, right? You know, with the injury we saw earlier in this game with Ward taking it in the face, I kind of was expecting the Angels to throw at a Blue Jays player, and we haven't seen that, which is really good. You know, in baseball, a lot of the times when you hit somebody, you can expect someone on your team to get hit shortly thereafter. And we haven't seen that in this game. So I give big respect to the Angels organization for not coming out and throwing intentionally at a Blue Jay player. So that is good sportsmanship. We know it was an accident. It was a serious accident, and good on the Angels for coming out to just play ball. Chapman going to foul this one off. 1-2 the count remains. Don't jinx it. If they haven't done it by now, I don't think they're going to. Don't think they're going to do it. Lopez, he's throwing hard. He's going from 97 miles an hour to 89, moving it around. Chapman's going to golf this one down the line, foul. So Chapman staying alive. But this is a very close game. 2-1. Great teams here. Oh, yes, John Chipper Jones. 99 miles an hour, and Chapman's going to swing through that one, and it's a strikeout. So one down, he goes down. That's going to bring up Springer. Springer, who's been struggling. He's got 2 strikeouts today. But yeah, John Chipper Jones was awesome. I was a big fan of him. Theo Sam Eagle in the house. What's going on? How's it going in Funky Town? Oh, I love that. It's all good, my friend. We are doing well. Hope things are great by you. Having a good weekend. First pitch. Going to be low and away to Springer. Springer's 2 strikeouts are going to bring his average down about 253. 13 home runs so far this year. They know the Jays play fair. They aren't. That's true. That is true. Did Bo Bichette find his game yet? I think he's still looking, although he had that bloop single earlier. So maybe that's going to get him turned around. All you need when you're struggling, when you're slumping, all you need is something to go your way. That ball to just drop in, right, to get you back on it. Springer's going to turn on that one, foul that down the line. 1-2 the count. If Bo Bichette can get himself going and Vladdy can get himself going, Springer can get himself going, this team can make some ground. I mean, they got a couple big players just in a little bit of a slump right now. And they're still hanging on. Swing and a miss. Springer goes down for a third time tonight. Ouch. Ouch. Springer's got to get on one of those programs. Every time you strike out, you got to drop and do 10 push-ups. He's got to figure out a way. I mean, Springer was Mr. Energy when he was leading off this team, getting on base, hitting home runs, doing it all. And he's just really, really struggling. 100 miles an hour. This one is going to be hit down the right field line and foul. So Alex is slinging pies at me now. So Springer, yeah, he's got to figure it out. So here's Jansen. Jansen 0 for 1. He's going to foul this one back 0 for 2. 2 pitches at 100 miles an hour. Lopez can throw. So Jansen hasn't had a great game. He's 0 for 1 with a walk in the second. But again, he can be clutch. He can be clutch. Here's the pitch. On the bottom of the plate. Come on. That was... And I don't mean to say this, but that was a strike. That was a strike all the way, and they just called it a ball. This umpire behind home plate has been atrocious today. Very much like yesterday. Up high, and that time he swings through it and misses. And that's going to be a strikeout. And that's going to be the end of the 6th inning. We're going to come back around to the top of 7. I can't believe we're moving right along already in the 7th inning. You know, we've seen in other sports, we've seen in tennis, they use a technology, right? So when the ball kind of hits the line, they have the computers do an analysis to show when it's out. I'm surprised there's no technology being put into place that kind of buzzes or helps the umpire determine if a strike is a strike. We see on TV, there's all these replays, right? Where it takes the angle and the angle of the ball and how it drops and how it moves. And it kind of shows it in the strike zone exactly where it passes. So you're telling me in real time they can't do something where technology takes all the data, runs a quick analysis, and then the umpire has a little mechanism that either buzzes or it doesn't, or it shows strike or not a strike. There's got to be a way technology can kind of help this out, because the umpiring has been really bad. And, you know, I understand you're standing behind home plate and guys are throwing at 100 miles an hour and the balls are moving all over the place. But come on, you gotta do better than that. There's too many at bats that are leading to outs or walks with blown calls, and that is not great. Do any of you know if the NHL is going to start in October? Alex, yes. October 10th is the official kickoff date. The Toronto Maple Leafs opener is October 11th. We will have the Toronto Maple Leaf game on the 11th. That is a guarantee. I'm looking at doing a game on the 10th as well, and I had it written down, and I've lost it. Where did I wrote down the game I wanted to do on the 10th, and I don't even know where I put my piece of paper. But I believe it was the Chicago Blackhawks, and I want to say the Pittsburgh Penguins on Chicago on October 10th is the game that I'm going to look to do if I can get that feed. So that will open up our hockey season. All right, let's get the baseball out of the way here. So we are back in action, in a bunt trying to be laid down. Velasquez trying to lay down the bunt to kick off the inning here, and that one is fouled back. So Velasquez is 214. It was the Pens game. Thank you, Dallas. What would I do without you? Pitch coming in again. This is a ball on the outside, but it's called a strike. So 0-2 is the count now. It's hard to do that in baseball. Strike zone depends on the batter. It can be done a bit batters. The game would have to be scanned pregame. Their typical bat poses. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm sure they can figure it out. I mean, a lot of these players get scanned anyways for ML, like the video games, right? So I'm sure there's something they could do. And I think it would vastly improve some of these games. Let's go do it 1, 2, 3 quick. Let's see. 2-2 is a count now. Pitch coming in, swing and a miss, sit down, strike him out. Great little set of pitching there.
Can strike out real good. I mean, you look good when you strike out, man. When I strike out, man, it looks nasty.
So here comes Mustakas. He's coming up now. Trevor Richards, he's looking good. He's got 2 strikeouts so far. Pitch coming in, and Mike Moustakas going to lay off that one. It's outside for ball 1. He's 1 for 3 today. He had a single in the second. Average is up to 270. Hanging in, pitch, and that's going to be outside. Oh, my God. That was way outside and called a strike. So, again, I'm happy it's a strike against the Angels, but that was ridiculous. Pitch drops way low. I'm surprised they didn't call that a strike. It missed by the same amount as the last pitch. So Nate Pearson is up in the Jays' pen, the righty. He's getting loose, so we expect to see him coming in soon. Jays going to rotate through a lot of their pitchers. This one misses again and is called a strike. Wow. This is crazy. Bright balls, just crazy. So Nate Pearson, he was warming up. And this one is on the bottom of the strike zone. Sit down. Another strikeout. Woo! Nate Pearson is brought up with the Blue Jays putting Romano on the 15-day DL. So Pearson might have a chance to come into this game a little bit later. But it's got to be real frustrating. I mean, I'm seeing people on social media putting up reports of, 15, 20, 25 missed pitches a game where they're called a ball or a strike when they shouldn't have. So it's getting pretty nasty. Pitch up high, he swings through it, strike 1. Richards, he's showing up to play today. Who do you think is going to get the save today? You know what, Lego? I don't know who they're going to put in to close it out, to be honest. It's going to be interesting. Pitch coming in. So 2-1 is going to be the count now. Here to Thies. He's had a tough game today. 3 at-bats, no hits to show for it. Right balls. It's crazy. It's madness. Down low, another called strike. 2-2. So, but I guess that's what you got to get used to. My concern is when it comes to playoff time, when it comes to playoffs, there could be key moments that are blown because the strike zone is moving all over. This one is going to be fouled back. Strike zone is more than just height range. Ump is actually... Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, Curtis, thank you for the update. I actually meant to check the score. 21-0 Argos at halftime in Halifax. The Argos, I think they're still undefeated this year. What a start the Toronto Argos are off to. So this is spectacular. So the Angels getting a little frustrated here. This one is going to be fouled back. 3-2, 2 outs. Jay's trying to end this inning and move on to the bottom, and it looks like that is exactly what is about to happen. Richards getting set, the delivery, got him, sit down, strike 3 call. Strikes out the side. Great job, Trevor Richards. That's something you don't see too often. You come in relief, and 1, 2, 3. For the Blue Jays in the bottom half of the 7th, it's going to be Kirk, Espinal, and Kiermaier. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you see him here in the chat, but for the 7th inning stretch, let me take 30 seconds and tell you about our good friend, AAU Triton.
Looking for that channel that is well-rounded? We will show you how to program and design your own holiday lights. We play a wide range of VR games on the MetaQuest 2. We will even show you how to take virtual vacations to places like Disney World. Make sure you hit that subscribe button And turn on that notification bell so you know when we go live or upload a new video. See you soon.
That is our good friend AAU Triton. You can find him in the chat, but you can check him out on YouTube as well. He does some pretty cool things with technology over on his channel. He does some demonstrations on how to install certain software, how to program your holiday lights, or just take you on virtual VR vacations. So check him out, AAU Triton. He's on the quest to 1,000 subscribers. All right, let's get this away. So we got Captain Kirk coming up, followed by the home run man Espinal and Kiermaier. So the bottom of the Blue Jays lineup. Coming up here, bottom of the 7th inning. Jays looking to extend their lead just a little bit. You could be streaming the Lions, Elky. No, balls. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about potentially doing some Canadian football, but it's been a long time since I've really paid a lot of attention to the league as a whole. And I'll be honest, I'm just not as knowledgeable in the CFL game as I used to be. So I don't think I'm going to be calling any CFL games, unfortunately. So here we go. Kirk is set to come. And again, it was just the last time the bottom of the lineup was up. Kirk got on base and Espinal knocked one out of the park. So Aaron Loop is going to come in now in 33 games. He's at a 4.66 ERA. So Aaron Loop coming in relief of Ronaldo Lopez. So Loop has a tough task ahead of him. And my assumption is he's probably going to come in and pitch this inning, and they'll change it again in the 8th. But let's see, Kirk just walking into the zone, getting things going. A little bit of a sidearm here is Loop. He kind of goes down low. He's the lefty, so he goes down low and gets that kind of half sidearm throw. So Kirk 1 for 2 today. Gets him in there with a strike. That's right. I think he was in there with the Blue Jays way back when. So Kirky getting set. Loop with the delivery. Kirk is going to drive this one a mile. Way back, just squeaks over the 328 marker, and it's a dinger for Captain Kirk. What a line drive shot it was. Unbelievable. Great shot there by Kirk. 3-1. Kirk is getting himself involved in this game today. Wow. At 3 at-bats today, Kirky has gotten 2 runs. He's got 2 hits, 1 RBI, and a strikeout. So he has been busy today. Nice set of hitting there. Boom. Shakalaka.
Kabang!
So that's going to bring Espinal back up here. Espinal, wow. He's going to follow up that showing by Kirk. Breaking news, Max Shear traded to the Rangers. Jose, thank you for bringing that in. Josh Donaldson, 20. What's going on? Welcome in. Would be funny if we went 4-1 again. So let's see. Let's go check out. Let's confirm the trade. So nice shot. Espinal takes that one down low. 1-1 is the count now. So let's see. I don't see that Ranger trade up here as of yet. But I'm sure it'll be posted soon. If we see it's posted, we will call it out. But yeah, potential trade there. So Espinal sitting in 2-2's the count, no outs. Espinal's going to drive this one to right field. It's fading, and a nice catch there. So Espinal is out. That's going to bring Kiermaier up with 1 out. The Yankees ruined him. A Blue Thunder, I think he ruined himself. So let's see. So let's see here what Kiermaier can do. Takes a first pitch in for a strike. So Kiermaier, another one of those Jays that hasn't had a great day today. 0 for 2 with a pop out and a ground out. You know, Eric, I'm shocked they didn't trade him. Shocked. I couldn't believe it. They could have got a pretty nice haul for him. It's going to be a tough stretch for them to squeak up to the wild card. I mean, Trout must be closer than we think because they're going to need him back to really start making a run here. But again, I don't know if they're going to have the juice to do it. So Kiermaier waiting down low. 2-2 the count now. 1 out on the Blue Jays. Jays are able to put another run up on the board here with a home run by Kirk. Oh my gosh, it would have been spectacular. Ohtani is exactly what the Jays needed. A solid pitcher and a solid hitter. Kiermaier going to foul that one off. Yankees destroy players. Listen, Chapman's been great. I've been a fan of Chapman ever since he's come over to Toronto. I wish he was a little more consistent, but he's been playing well, and he's fun to watch. He makes some great diving plays over at third, and he's got a cannon. Pitch coming in. Chopper over the mound. Going to be barehanded. No, can't get it over. Running in, it was a huge hop off the turf. Second baseman had to go way up to try and barehand it. Grabbed the ball momentarily, but then dropped it. Couldn't get him. So Kiermaier, with 1 out on the board, gets an infield single. And that's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup. Whit Merrifield, who has not done anything today in 3 at-bats.
Let's go!
Going to have a chance. Jose coming in with that subscribe. Thank you kindly for hitting the subscribe button. Much appreciated. And thank you to all of our new subscribers for becoming part of our community here today. So again, another low call. Called for a strike. Merrifield settling in. Here comes the pitch right in the middle, and he's going to foul that one back. Just a little late coming around. You know, it's funny. This Blue Jays team has so much talent. If they could all just get on the same page. They can never all get hot at the same time. Which is good. You know, you want to spread it around. You don't want, and a stolen base here by Kiermaier. Oh, and he's got to go back. Kiermaier was moving, and that one gets fouled back. You know, it's nice. You want, when your players get cold, other players to step up. You don't want to win every game, 10-0. But, man, just think if all these players could play consistent at the same time, they would be an unbelievable team. Genesis, how's it going? Welcome in. Your team is the Blue Jays. Well, welcome in. Jays are looking pretty good right now. Thanks for finding us and joining us today. And we're at 80 likes. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that like. We're in the home stretch. Can we get to 100 likes? If you haven't hit that like today, hit that like. Let's see if we can get up there to 100. Down low, way down low, no call. Fernando, what's going on? Go Dodgers. It's one thing we haven't actually done today. We haven't gone around the horn to look at the out-of-town scoreboard. We will do that at the half inning. Merrifield waiting. Here's the no. Loop's going to go to first base. And Kiermaier back with ease. Jays out ahead 3-1 thanks to the solo shot by
Let's go!
Kirk. Noel coming in with the subscribe. Thank you very much. And this one, Merrifield's going to drive it to the gap. This one is going to drop in. Hops off the wall. Kiermaier's on his horse. He's going to circle third. He's coming home. Here's the throw coming in. No, they're going to hold up. Kiermaier scores as Merrifield moves to second base. A double there, and the Jays are on top once again. 4-1. Nice set of hitting there by Merrifield. It's about time he came through. Wow. The only other game on right now is the Marlins and the Tigers. You are correct, sir. And it is 4-0 Detroit over Miami. Wow, I'm actually surprised by that. 4-0 Detroit over Miami. So Merrifield up on second base, still one out here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch going to be down low to Bichette. And that's a strike. Wow, Kiermaier is huffing and puffing real good. Sitting there, he's going right for the oxygen. Not something you see every day. Norman, welcome in. Swing and a miss. Bichette, and Bichette stood in front of the catcher, so the catcher could not throw down to second base. So the umpire is going to award a strike. Did he call him out? He calls Bichette out automatically? So here comes Schneider out to have a conversation with the umpire. So Bo's swing takes him across home plate, and as the catcher popped up to try and throw it across to second, he couldn't because Bo was standing in front. And I think the umpire is calling Bichette. It looked like he called him out for interference. But Schneider having a pretty intense conversation here. Big boos coming from the crowd. Because Bo Bichette had to find a new way to get himself out. I mean, Schneider's not going to win this. You know, they're not going to overturn it. So Bichette, the swing kind of carries him over. Like you see most batters, as they swing, they kind of step over in front of the plate. Jansen, you read his lips. He says, "Oh my God, no." So Schneider walks away. He's upset. Tank, how's it going? Summer's been fantastic. Hope your summer's been going well. Alex says Monday, October 9th is Thanksgiving in Canada. Yeah, so hockey starts right after Thanksgiving. So Guerrero comes out. He's going to get the intentional walk, which is about the only way Guerrero can find himself on base tonight. So Guerrero goes to first. That puts 2 on, 2 outs now with that call out. Hey, Joshua, welcome in. Oh, good, Tank. Glad you're keeping busy. Hopefully it's a good busy and not a bad busy. Davey boy, he did. That is correct. He did. So Chapman's going to come up. He's 0 for 2 today. He had a walk in the second. This would be a good time for Chapman to put something in play with 2 on. Hopefully the Orioles win, the Giants win, the Rays win tonight. Lego's going for some big wins. Awesome. Awesome, Tank. So Chapman, he's set 1-0 the count. Pitch coming in down low. 2-0 the count now. Such a bizarre situation. We've had a few weird situations in today's game. 2-0. Chapman is ahead. 2 outs on the board with 2 on. Just a lot of 2s. Here's the pitch coming in on the corner. Just catches a piece of the plate. 2-1 now. 2-1. So Toronto, they put up a 4-1 win yesterday. They're looking to do that again here today, if not higher. This is going to come just outside. 3-1 now. Loop really behind. I'm waiting for a break. Oh, Terry, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Alex, the next stream, we're probably going to be here tomorrow to do the game at noon. Pops up trying to throw, and that's going to miss. That's going to walk Chapman. So just like the Jays did previously, the Blue Jays now have the bases loaded with 2 outs. So yeah, game 3 of this series goes tomorrow at noon. Noon Eastern time. Assuming I can get up and have a good early brunch, I'll be able to get up and call it. Thank you so much, Jansen. I appreciate that. So it looks like the Angels are going to have a meeting on the mound. And that's going to do it. Loop is gone. He is going to be pulled out of this game. And the Angels will bring in another reliever. That's right, 12:10 first pitch tomorrow. So they're on a quick commercial break as we're waiting to see who the next pitcher is that's going to come in for the Halos, and it's going to be Jamie Berea. Berea is going to come in, taking over from Aaron Loop. Dina is sitting over here raising the roof. Is that what you were doing? Oh. Oh, I looked over and I saw her kind of going like this. Thought you were raising the roof. She's raising the roof on the couch, getting excited for Jamie Berea coming in for the Angels. Oh, what a game this has been. Springer can use a grand slam to get back in action. That's right. Springer coming up. He has 3 strikeouts today. So this is the situation Springer wants to be in. Bases loaded, 2 outs, puts the pressure on himself. Can he put this ball in play and score some runs? Maybe this is exactly what he needs to get out of his slump. Or the opposite. If he strikes out again, he's going to feel even more dejected that with the bases loaded in this situation, he can't get it done. So we will have to see what Springer can do. The Blue Jays have been playing well. Listen, the Angels aren't a pushover. Yes, they are behind in the stats, but they are not a pushover by any means. Berea has a 3.58 ERA in 22 games this season, so he's going to come in. Loop with 27 pitches through 17 strikes. So 63% of his pitches were strikes, which is a good thing. But Springer now, he's got to come in here. When you look at the overall stats, Toronto has 8 strikeouts. Angels have 12. Toronto thrown 4 walks. Angels threw 5. Jays have 2 home runs. The Angels have left 11 runners on base today. Toronto's only left 4. So hopefully they don't leave any more in this inning. 7 hits for Toronto, which they have 4 runs on. 5 hits for the Angels. So it's been a pretty good job all the way around. So nice job by the Jays. And here comes Springer finding himself in a great situation with the bases loaded. Here comes the boomstick, Jansen says. Let's see. Donaldson's calling it as well. This one is going to be in the dirt. Rolls away. Nobody runs. Jonathan, how's it going? Welcome in. Jonathan, hopefully your phone has some more charge on it today. Mascot, what's going on? Welcome in. Springer set. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Springer hits this. Not deep enough. Wait, it's fading back to the track, and it's a flyout. So the struggling Springer struggles again. The inning is over. He hit it deep, but not deep enough. That one he should have just tried to put into play, not go for the grand salami. But Springer is out. The 7th is done. The Jays put another 2 spot on the board. We are going to the top of the 8th inning. We are going to find ourselves with Renfroe, Escobar, and Stefanak coming up. So, of course, earlier today, Ohtani, he had 2 intentional walks today. The Jays have not been pitching to him. Alex, we probably won't be doing another big giveaway like we have been for a little while. So we will have probably in the fall something big coming up. We're actually working on something pretty big for when we hit to 10K. And we're going to have a pretty big giveaway for that. So most of our resources are going into arranging that. So that will probably be the next big one we do. There in the chat is our Discord server. If you are on Discord, or even if you're not on Discord, but you want to download Discord, it's free. You are invited to join our community. You are able to join in. All right, it's time. Terry, it's all you, my friend. Thank you so much. Terry has gifted 5 memberships. We thank him for his generosity and congratulations. Well, congratulations to Tank. You have been awarded a gift. Sister Surround, you have been awarded a gift. Dave, you have been awarded a gift. Stevie Lee, congratulations. Mike, congratulations. Don, what's going on? Welcome in. Again, thank you, Terry, for the gifted memberships. If you are part of this community, once you subscribe, make sure your gifted setting is set to on. We have many very generous friends in our community who gift memberships, and it is completely random by YouTube. So make sure your gifted membership is set to on. So if you are able, and if somebody is able to gift a membership, you might be able to qualify for that. So thank you so much, Terry, for gifting memberships today. Sorry, Alex. It's 100% random by YouTube. But Alex, make sure your gift setting is set to on. But again, thank you so much, Terry, for your generosity. So it looks like there's something else going on in the field. There's another... Well, there was a ball on the field, so they had to take care of that, get it put away, and get things set up. Here we go. Top of the 8th, Renfroe, first pitch, fouls his way back. Kirk is going way back to the gate, and he's going to make the catch. And he trips over all the stuff on the batting cage. Looks like all the weights and stuff you put on the bats when you're on the on-deck circle, but a nice catch there. Kirk makes the catch. Renfroe is done. Now we're going to go to Escobar, so a quick out here. And again, thank you so much, Terry. We appreciate that. So if you're watching on TikTok, thanks for joining us. Make sure to check us out on YouTube as well. There's a link in the profile, or just search the name up here, SamuelB12. And again, thanks everybody who's been watching all day. We're almost at 90 likes. If you haven't, give that thumbs up a click. Escobar, he's 0 for 3. He's got 2 strikeouts. This pitch is in high. 1-1 the count. Jays playing really well here in the back half of the game. Not that they played horrible in the first half. They've actually played a pretty consistent game today. They've been dealing with everything that's come their way. Pitch on the outside of the strike zone, but they get a call. Escobar not happy about that one. 1-2 the count now. Ohtani having some fun down in the dugout. Balls, we have not had any updates on Ward. I haven't heard any updates. So if anybody has seen on Twitter or anywhere on social media any updates about Ward, let us know. But yeah, we have not heard. So here's getting set. Pearson, the 2-2 delivers, swing and a miss. He got him. Nice pitch there.
Acknowledge me.
Great pitch there. Gets the strikeout. Pearson comes in. He's having a nice showing here. That's going to be 2 outs. We got 1 more to go. Number 9 coming in. This one's going to be flied to right field. Springer is under it, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, play with me. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. The Angels are done. The Jays are coming up bottom of the 8th inning. So nice set of playing here. The Jays moving to the bottom, and up for the Jays, we have Danny Jansen, Kirk, and Espinal. Maybe next time, Alex. I eat Pringles. Looking great game. Blue Jays. Genesis, what's your Pringle flavor of choice? I myself, I prefer the original Pringle flavor or barbecue. I love their barbecue. So good. I haven't had Pringles in a long time. We don't have Pringles, do we?
No.
Oh, we got to get some Pringles.
The kids ate them before camp.
So Blue Jays hanging on 4-1. Can they extend it? The Angels are down to their last 3 outs of the ball game. The Blue Jays have a chance to go ahead a little bit more. I like this. Yeah, Circus, I like those as well. The sour cream and onion aren't bad. They aren't bad, but I can only have them from time to time. I miss Humpty Dumpty. Yes. Actually, I have Circus. I have something to show you. Do you have it? Do you want to grab it for me? I got something to show you, Circus. Hopefully it'll show up. You're going to laugh. Yes. Donaldson original Pringles, I agree, are the best. My favorites. Ooh, salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar, good too. Here we go, Circus. So I have to put my thumb over this. So I was sent a mug. I was gifted a mug. So you can imagine what it says here, right? The Blank Show. But on the back of the mug, there it is. I thought we got a kick out of that. A kick out of that. I thought you would as well. And here's Jansen, a bloop single. Gonna drop that one in. Host, can't we have one stream without food talk? I know, Triton, right? Oh, let me remove the baseball. So stuck talking about foods. Pringles are the barbecue ones. Iran likes the barbecue one. All right. I thought you'd like that, Circus. When I got it, I immediately, actually it was Dina who read it first, and she's like, oh my God, you got to show this to Circus. So here comes Kirky up. Kirk is up with no outs. Runner on first. If that cup refers to this chat, totally fair. Right, Prep? Cheese Pringles. Alex, I don't think I've had cheese Pringles. Kirk is going to drive another one deep. Stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. And it is. It's fair. Kirk, see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Kirk is having one heck of an afternoon. He sends another one. It's out of here. 105 miles an hour, 407 feet. Kirky has just warped to the next generation. Wow. That was spectacular. Thank you, Genesis. Yeah, it's a good one. That was exceptional. What about pizza Pringles? Triton, I don't think I've had pizza Pringles either. D immediately is now searching for pizza Pringles. Thank you, Triton. Pizza Goldfish, yes. I don't know about the Pringles. They do confirmed pizza Pringles are a thing. Triton, your bill will be in the mail. I believe you. You don't have to. It's okay. So Daulton Varsho is going to come in for Espinal, and Varsho going to foul that one back. Sam, you've got to up your limited edition game. Yeah. So nice job by Kirky. 2 home runs of the game. Wow, that was outstanding. Great job by Kirk. It's been the bottom of our lineup who's bringing the noise, bringing the funk today. Kirk has been great. Espinal, he had that 2-run dinger earlier. So that is nice. Totally. Old Dutch. Wow. Old Dutch pizza chips. You know what, Terry? I wasn't a huge fan of Old Dutch. Have to up your Pringle game. My problem is, we buy at Costco, they come in like smaller tins, because the regular tins, it's so hard to get right down in there deep. Pitch going up high. 2-2 now to Varsho. 6-1 Blue Jays. Still no outs on the board. Jays have broken this one wide open. Again, thanks for watching along, everybody on TikTok. Appreciate it. Thanks for the follows. Pitch going to be outside. 3-2. Full count now. Miss Vicky's kettle chips. Yeah. That's why you poured them out, Sam. Yeah, that that's true. Pitch coming in. Got him. Varsho's going to strike out. Yes, you have no idea how funny it is. I struggle so much trying to get those ones at the bottom. And I hate to turn it and dump it out because then you lose all the little bitty crumbs. They all come out. You like to drink those at the end. Yeah, I'm also the guy who ends up getting locked in his car. Just open the door. Oh, that's funny. Just tilt it. Cure brand chips and cheeses. I have not, Terry. But cheesies, oh, I love cheesies. I haven't had those in a long time. First world Pringle problems. So Kiermaier comes up, right? There's a baseball game going on, and Kiermaier's going to smack this into right field, coming in to make the catch. He's going to fly out. So that's a quick 2 outs. The Jays able to put a couple more on the board. So let's go back to the top of the Jays lineup. Whit Merrifield picked up an RBI previously. He's coming back up. Ohtani should request a trade. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ohtani after this season is done. So Merrifield is 1 for 4. He had an RBI double his last at bat, bringing his average back up to 304. Here's the pitch coming in. Merrifield's going to foul that one back. So 1-1. 1-1's the count here as we are sitting bottom of the 8th inning. We kicked it off. What time does this game even start? 3:11, I think, was when we started. We're almost 3 hours in. A couple of runs. We did have an injury timeout earlier on in today's game. Seth, welcome to the show. Seth, you're an Orioles fan. Seth, if you're an Orioles fan, you have to check out one of our partner channels, Pete, over on the Pete McDevitt Show. He calls a lot. He's a big Baltimore Oriole fan, and he calls a lot of them. So if you haven't seen Pete, you should check out his channel for sure. No potatoes and Pringles. Oh, Jansen, don't ruin it for me. This one is going to be driven right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Merrifield does it again after a slow start. He's now got back-to-back hits on his last 2 at-bats, putting his average to 319. So Merrifield, nice hit. That's going to bring up big Bo Bichette. Remember, Bichette on his last at-bat was called out on a very bizarre play as he swung and kind of momentum carried him in front of the catcher. The catcher couldn't throw to second, so the umpire called Bichette out. Bichette's going to swing at this pitch way outside, and he's going to foul it back. That annoys me. Toronto refuses to bid. I know, CD. I know. I'd like to see Ohtani get in there and swing the bat. They didn't walk him at all yesterday, and all of a sudden twice here today, they intentionally move him. Hopefully they don't do that tomorrow. Bichette's going to fly this one foul. Drifting over the first baseman there to make the catch, and Bo Bichette does nothing again. So that is going to do it for the Blue Jays here in the 8th. We are going to the top of number 9, and it's going to be Rengifo, Ohtani, and Moniak. And the question is, do they walk Ohtani this time? Or are they finally going to let Ohtani swing the bat? So Ohtani, oh, Lego, sorry, I didn't see your comment. I'm not sure. I will have to pay attention when it comes through. Sour cream and bacon ruffles. Oh, yes. I haven't had those in a while. I like those as well. Those are real good. But Kirk, man, what a game Alejandro Kirk is having. He is looking great. A quick 1, 2, 3, 9th, and I can get the wings going. Oh, Curtis, are you doing them on the smoker or barbecue? They're up 6-1. I'm sure they'll let him hit this time. Hopefully. Chips with salsa, yes. Seth, I love chips with salsa. It's like my go-to. Either a good nacho chip and salsa, or you go with the old the Ruffles with the sour cream and onion dip. Which, by the way, D, we haven't done that in a long time. I think we should make some sour cream and onion dip. So good. Oh. Maybe we should just get some nachos for dinner. All this chip talk making me hungry. You know, I'm trying to watch my weight, and all we're doing is talking about all the good foods. Like with any pet, getting locked in the car is only cruel if it's hot outside and didn't roll down the windows. Oh, yes. There was a clip, there was an audio clip years ago of somebody who called the 911 line saying they were stuck in their own car, they were locked in their own car, and they couldn't get out, couldn't get out. It was probably one of the funniest clips, and no offense if this has happened to you, but it was one of the funniest clips I ever heard. And recently there was a story on the news of a family that got stuck in a Tesla because the Tesla died and ran out of power, and they forgot that by the window buttons there was a little latch that they could pull to open the door. So those stories about getting locked in your own car get me every time. So Yimi Garcia, he's going to come in to shut this game down and take on the Halos in the ninth. Air fryer than barbecue. Oh, I like the combination. I'm going to have to try that. We have a very small air fryer, so we can only do a few things at once. But I like that, to fry them on the air fryer and put them on the barbecue. That's great. So Yimi Garcia, first pitch to Renfroe, and he's going to hit a single. Well, that's not a good start for Yimi. So Renfroe's up, and he's on. Eating chips and salsa now. Homemade hot sauce. Ooh, Casey, nice. Spinach dip along with your nachos. I'm not a big fan of spinach dip, but D is a huge fan of spinach dip. So it's a good combo. We get to order the nachos and spinach dip, and I eat the nachos and she eats the dip. So here comes Ohtani. Finally gets up. He officially is 1 for 1 today, as he's had a couple of walks, and he swings through the first pitch. It's tough when you're intentionally walked twice and you're DHing, because it's a lot of standing around and sitting around. Here's a pitch to Ohtani. Showtime is going to take that. 1-1, even count. Walk him. Let the poor guy hit. Ohtani has 9 home runs in July, which is the most in the majors. Down on the corner, strike 2 call. He is the only one who can hit. So 1-2. Ohtani is looking for home run number 40. I've seen that. Wife locked herself in the house using digital locks. Oh, Jansen. I've used melted butter and cinnamon sugar on tortilla to bake my... Ooh. Pitch on the corner, and that's a strikeout. Ohtani not happy about it. He clearly said some 4-letter word there, so his English is okay. But he was not happy about that. On the outside, just caught the corner, and he gets rung up. So see you later, Ohtani. Nice strikeout there for Garcia.
14 strikeouts for the Blue Jays today. Struck out the Angels 14.
Here comes Yimi. He's now in there swinging as Monaik. Monaik's had a tough game. He's got 3 strikeouts today. He did walk in the 5th. Monaik is up to 326, though, somehow. Big average for him. 0-1 the count. Pitch coming in. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Swag, it has been a good game for sure. Thank you. We're up to 90 likes. If you haven't hit that like, can we get to 100? Can we get to 100? We only got... And this one is hit deep, deep, deep. It's drifting in center field to the track, to the wall. Kiermaier makes the catch about 2 feet in front of the wall. So 2 down. We got 1 out left to go. Now's the time. If you haven't hit that like or you haven't subscribed, do both. But hit that subscribe button because we are on our way to 8,300 subs. We'll be back tomorrow around noontime to kick off game 3 of this series, and it's been a great series for the Blue Jays, and we appreciate all your support. So thank you to everybody who's hit that subscribe. So here comes Cabbage hitting 250. He's up to bat here in the top of the 9th. Angels are down to their last out. Do you think Ohtani will pass Judge home run? Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. So here's a pitch down low in there for a strike. 0-1. So this has been great. Ball, yeah, like the idea. Like the idea. Big swing. Strike 2. The Angels down to their last strike. Jays, Yimmy, trying to put this one away. The Jays setting it up. 0-2, 2 outs. 42,000 in attendance, swing and a miss. And that's it. The Blue Jays have won 2 in a row. And not only is this a big, big win for the Blue Jays now win the tiebreak. They win the tiebreak against the Angels. Christo, what's going on? Welcome in. Prep coming in at the super chat. Can you end the stream Wayne's World style? Oh my gosh. Iran, thank you. Prep, I'll see what I could do. I don't even remember how they ended Wayne's World. But ladies and gentlemen, this was a big, big game. The Blue Jays needed this one. As I said, they get the tie break. What's going on with the scoreboard here? Well, it's an early game tomorrow, 12 noon. We'll be here. Hope you'll join us tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to our mods for coming in, hanging out, and being with us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you to our members for being members and supporting our channel. To all of our gifters today, thank you for your gifts and support. We appreciate it. To everyone who hit the like, hung out all afternoon, hit that subscribe. Thanks for being with us. Now, make sure you have a great night. Party on, chat. Party on, Sam. Party on, D. Party on, dudes. From Sam Welby and the Sam Welby 12 family, we're saying party on. Have a good one. We'll see ya real soon.